Einklang. Seh mich nachher, folgt, doch fürchte das Scheitern. Ich tanz auf der Party, doch eigentlich würde ich gern heimfahren. Himmel hoch, jauchzen, zu Tode betrübt. Ich hätte gerne Sonne, doch der Mond, der genügt. Nur weil ich über exzellente Strophen verfügt, heißt das lange nicht, dass mein Herz sich nicht wohl anfühlt. Und ich weiß ehrlich selber nicht, woher das kommt. Auch am helllichten Tage sehe ich alles sehr verschwommen, als hätte man mir irgendwann einmal den Kern entnommen. Ich bin zu lang durch dieses tiefschwarze Meer geschwommen. Ich bin psychisch labil, ich fühle mich wie ein Freak. Nicht gegen die Welt, sondern gegen mich selbst führe ich den Krieg. Mich packt dieses kalte, leere Gefühl nach nem Sieg. Egal, was ich erreichen mag, genügen wird's nie. Doch ich kämpf weiter, mein Herz, mein Weg. Weiser der Selbstzweifler in mir, mein ständiger Begleiter. Doch ich lebe weiter, aufhören ist keine Option. Bekämpfe die eigenen Dämonen und besteige den Thron. Es zieht sich wie ein roter Faden durch mein Leben. Große Taten, wenig reden, denn der Tod erwartet nämlich jeden. Muss der rohen Angst entgegentreten. Mein Herz rast, Erinnerung schmerzhaft. Doch was mich nicht killt, macht mich stärker. Spür die Kraft in meinem Innern, nenn es Kernkraft. Und die Kraft, die mich runterzieht, Schwerkraft. Atme ein, atme aus. Kein Zurück, nur geradeaus. Die Gaffer stehen am Gartenzaun. Wann zerbricht sein Kartenhaus? Der Druck steigt, Lunge fragt, wo die Luft bleibt. Blut, Schweiß und Tränen schimmern leise im Moonlight. Braucht nicht mal eine Sekunde, nur einen Bruchteil. Glaub nicht an gut oder böse, wer ist schon schuldfrei? So focus hier alles in Slow Motion. Heder sehen wie Ameisen aus hier von hoch oben. Zerleg sie in Protonen, dreht sie im hohen Bogen durch die Galaxie weg auf den Betonboden der Tatsachen. Glückssträhne folgen die Rückschläge, weil so viele dich fallen sehen wollen wie Hyänen. Sie trauen sich nicht zu träumen, rauben dir deine Freude. Sie haben täglich ihr Leben vor Augen, wie sie's vergeuden. Doch nicht mal einen Tag würde ich tauschen mit diesen Leuten. Sie fühlen sich erbärmlicher, auch wenn sie es verleugnen. Lacht ruhig, ich hab einen Traum, der mir was bedeutet. Los Junge, schau mir in die Augen, siehst du sie leuchten? Bling bling, ich folg meinem Instinkt, so call me the Kingpin. Trag Gold in mir innen drin, dein Motto ist los, los, mein Motto ist win, win. Sie nappen mich, kleiner Versager, Trottel und Winzling. Während sie schliefen, hab ich weiter trainiert, schreib auf Papier, alles was im Inneren brodelt, keine Zeit zu verlieren. Bin schon einmal krepiert, weil das Leben dir die Sonnenseite zeigt und wieder irgendeine Scheiße passiert. Doch der Street Fighter in mir will weiter marschieren. Vielleicht werde ich mich hin und wieder auf der langen Reise verehren. Er hat dich keine Manieren, vielleicht sind sie schöner, größer, reicher, aber im Ich-Sein bietet mir keiner die Stirn. Und ich steh noch nicht am Ende, scheiß aus Männchen mit der Sense. Sag ihm, cancel deine Pläne, warte ich länger auf Geschenke. Ich steh kurz vor der Wende und sie heben erst die Hände für die lebende Legende. War der wortkarge Chorknabe, man nannt mich Laborratte. Habe nirgends dazugehört, Passagier ohne Bordkarte. Ich vertickte Mixtapes aus der Sporttasche. Klick, klick, Papier und Stift wurden zur Mordwaffe. In jeder Seele steckt ein König und ein Feigling. Du musst dich entscheiden, bist du heute Löwe oder Schweinchen. Werde ich mich von den Zwängen in mir lösen, bis ich frei bin? Oder hör ich auf die Chöre, die nur nörgeln, an mir zweifeln? Und ja, zu dem Erfolg dazu gehört natürlich Timing, aber wenn die Chance eintrifft, ja, ich schwör, dass ich bereit bin. Ich visualisiere, wie ich kill und attackiere, wie ich split und massakriere und ein Gröle wie ein Viking. Lass die Traum
Whoops, didn't realize the timer went over. I'm still busy looking up some stuff. So give me a minute or two. I just banged the mic. I don't even have my headphones in. There we go. Uh-oh. Wait, something's missing from that. Let me fix that really quickly. Get the music all right. That way people are content and happy. There we go. That's what I messed up. My bad. Everything's good now. Let's see. I'm trying to find something from like Hoyo officially. So there's an official thing I want to look up before I start this. Just so I can confirm something before we start. Not confirm, but like have it on hand so that way I can look it up before we start. Let's go to official. I have to sort through because I want to find something about season 2 trailer before we start. And then there's just a lot to go through because they've posted a lot of stuff since then. How are people, I guess, what are your first impressions on the season? If you've already seen it, I'm assuming you've seen it already. What are your first impressions on the season 3 trailer? Interesting. Interesting. That's good to hear, initially. Where did they put it here? They might have put it there. That's 1, 2. There's another one I can choose that potentially has this. That's a countdown. That's the report. That should be it. And then let me, whoops. Oh, you guys can't hear that. Good. I was about to say, I clicked on something like, wait, make sure you guys don't get, the audio doesn't blast you guys or something. Okay, I'm trying to find the previous dev talk. Okay, I got it now. I found it. I found it. We're good. We're good. We're all good now. Cool. Howdy. Oh, I need to change that text. Because we aren't doing Cissia stuff. We are doing reactions. We're doing that format. I need to make one more quick trip to get my water. Give me 30 seconds. I have returned. Grandma's in bed. She's all comfortable. If she calls me for something, I will help her. But she should be fine for the rest of the night. So I'm not sure if I should adjust my streaming schedule. Because it's kind of getting to the point where I don't really want to stream and then be interrupted for 15 minutes to help my grandma. I don't think people would want to see that. I don't know if that's good for engagement of the viewers. Yes, season 2 conversations will be brought up because I think they'll be relevant to the overall discussion. What do we want? I don't really want... Oh, I can post some of this stuff, why not? And I want... If I want to build Seth, I need this guy. We'll do some of that. And then I'll do the rest of this later. Yeah, that's fine. What else? What else? I want to figuring out if I should start doing stuff now or wait a bit longer for some more people to get in here. I'm ready to go, but like we go see Deadly Assault real quick, see if anything's changed. No, nothing's changed, but we can look at it. I could try Vesper with Cissia. That'd be funny. That'd be fun. I could do Hollow Zero real quick. We could do my strategy I told you guys before. Okay. So this one is you don't spend any money. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, this one is don't spend any money basically. Until the very end. And we'll do level 0 just because there's this strategy and this team I want to test out.
My dream seems to have become a reality.
I actually need to put stuff on my Cissia first. I think she's been unequipped since then.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Where? For some reason, she's at like the bottom of the season 3 cast. Or, sorry, season 2. I'm getting my seasons mixed up already. It hasn't even started yet. Which is the energy region? I think it's probably this one. Thank you, Bernice. Yeah, that's fine.
You sure you
and then Nicole has a very specific build as well.
need something? My services are
Not very specific. I just need to get borrow Yuzuha's disc.
Nothing to feel.
My dream
And then Dylan
seems to
should be
have
fine.
become a
Cool.
reality.
That's not what I want to play. This will be really quick. And then we will get started on the fun stuff. Oh, I just deselected her. That's it. Funny. Nicole should be at the bottom. Where is she? Oh, she's at the top. Whatever. Don't know why that happened. Our Bangbu doesn't matter. We'll pick this. Now the tough part with this challenge will be actually getting the enough support Rizonia to do this challenge. Because there's a critical number we want to get to. I don't think any of this really matters. That's funny if the airborne thing. So the trick is go to the Bangbu stores and then don't buy anything, like ever. And you just farm money. I think that's the trick for this one. Oh, my game's muted. You guys can't hear it. Duh. My bad. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I have it set to a different thing. Sorry. I'm looking at OBS and it's saying your desktop audio is muted. That's because I only have 2 things selected to be unmuted. Fun little mistakes. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine, it doesn't matter. It's level 0 stuff. Nope, nothing we care about. Move on. Where is it? There it is. I looked there first, was like, it's not there. Ah, am I an Astra fan? You bet. It's Stars of Lyra. I'm a true fan.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how they'll update this mode.
I'm not over yet. Got a team for a chat on here. I've got moves too. Neat and tidy.
Oh, I don't get my quick assist because he died.
I'm venomous, you know. It's no
This is so weird. You're saving for Obel Squad. Interesting. Because they haven't been around for a while.
Dance, dance! Let's not disappoint our customers.
Careful, I'm customer service follow-up.
I didn't mean to ult there exactly, but it's fine.
Two. Neat and tidy. Special service. Time to strike. The verdict is unforgivable.
There we go. That's easy. I meant to keep Dialin's buff up before I did that, but it's fine. Oh, we're gonna have infant ult. I want the support one. These aren't looking like the support ones, but these are fine. I will take these. Yeah, I am going to make a season 2 tier list. I have a format I think would be fun, or maybe not fun, but like it'd be interesting a little bit. I think I'm going to place, like, I have to remind people that oh, more energy, please. Yes, thank you. That Cissia is not very good outside of Seed. Like, Cissia is a very niche character who will probably not get another character like Seed for a very long time. And by the time she does, she might not be good anymore.
Kindly.
I didn't mean to press that. That was the wrong button.
Careful, I'm venomous.
Other games have the B button on for dash. Zenless doesn't. So that was a misclick.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad. Customer service follow-up.
60s to 80, we are going to get to that. Don't you worry. Ah, there's one support. Now we need 3 more. And I think we can all get them at the very last shop, because we're going to get a ton of Denny's. Not Denny's, they're gold coins or whatever. The Heartbeat, that's where she was in. I'm a real fan. No support, so we're fine. Oh, Marionette.
Don't be afraid.
I don't think I've seen
It
Marionette in
won't
this
hurt.
before.
Careful, I'm venomous. All's not over yet. Customer service follow-up. Woo! I invented this, you know. How's not over yet? Now you're the prey. Time to strike.
I don't have Nicole's buff, but it's fine.
Let's not disappoint our customers.
Customer service follow-up. Wanna run? Get it!
Oh, she died. I wasn't paying attention to their health. Yeah, we'll pick that one. Why not? There's another support. We just need 2 more, and we will have the full undestroyable Cissia build. This should be really quick. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. We'll go left. Cool. That's an easy decision. And then at the final stage, they should have the Bangbu store open there. But if they don't, we can, there's one support, but I don't think we need it. Because we can just farm for this one. If we don't, find any of them here, we can refresh this. How deep do I have to go in this? There we go. That's easy. Cool. So now we have the full Cissia build. We've completed it. Now we can spend our stuff on anything, pretty much. It doesn't matter. Ah, level 4, even better. We'll just buy everything, why not? Oh, that's fine. Now we can't buy any. But that's fine. It doesn't really matter which one we go to. Cissia has some funny animations. She's weird. She's a weirdo. This is faster. We'll do this one. Miasma, blah blah blah. Here's some stuff for miasma, but I don't need most of them. So we'll do the damage buff to undo the damage debuff during miasma. I don't think miasma is going to last long at all anyway, though. Oh yeah, okay. They level 0 when you have to select the one that takes this away. That's fine. This is the full Cissia build, so let's.
Tonight's performance is brought to you.
You can't escape my gaze.
Kindly.
Okay, she's dead already.
To despair.
This character.
All's not over yet.
This character's already. Vesper's already dead, unfortunately.
Careful, I'm How do you like it? I've got moves too.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Aloha. Now you're the prey. How's not over yet? I'll show you. Oh. Time to strike.
Dance, dance.
He's already dead.
Let's not disappoint our customers.
Careful, I'm sensitive. Hello? This is the end for you!
Perfect. That's how easy it is. It's that easy. Okay, now we can start doing stuff that people might want to be here for. Let's pause this. We can mute some other stuff, but I don't think we have to. We can leave it on this screen, that's fine. Let me get this all set up. So before we start, I want to watch the Cissia stuff because I have not seen most of it. I have seen one of them, but I have not seen the character teaser. So I will give my reactions to that, and I'm gonna take this text off and maybe start recording just in case I use this stuff for anything. So here we go. We're starting now. Make sure my audio's loud enough, and if it's not loud enough, just let me know. I'll try to fix it. Captions. Do we need captions for this? Not that we need, but like, where are the settings for the captions now? I can never remember where they put them. So that just turns them on and off, but okay. Then it says click that for settings. Okay, it's in the subtitles. That's so weird. Options. This should be fine. Okay, this is the one I didn't want to do first. That's the wrong one. It's this one. This one's wanted to do first. Okay, there we go. Because this is the one that came out first. I have seen this, so this is not going to be a blind reaction, but I do want to make some comments about some things that I noticed in this.
Ma'am, last night the 14th Street Precinct was hit by an unidentified group of criminals.
Got it. Everything you say from this point on will...
This goes really quick. The pacing for this is pretty quick. What is my speed at? It's at normal speed. Good. The pacing for this these go pretty fast. So there's a lot of blink and you miss it moments in this. I'm actually gonna close Zenless real quick. Just because I don't need it open. And it might make things slightly faster.
Got it. Everything you say from this point on will be recorded on file, Cissia.
There's a lot of funny stuff in this. It's like the animators went all out for Cissia. I don't know why. Like, Cissia is she's a joke character. The best way I can say it is that Cissia is a joke character. And it's just so funny. There's so much in that second. Oops, I'm pressing forward instead of back. It's just so good. Like, this stuff takes time and effort. I mean, I think people need to... Now, granted, they can cheat because they don't have to, like, do transitions a lot with this character. Because they can just do a bunch of keyframes and be like, yep, that's the frame we want. And it's like, what is... Her physics are insane. Like, what the heck is this? What is this? This is crazy. Look at the smear. Like, it's crazy. Like, how much time and effort they put into the smearing of this. Also, it's like, oh, does her other... It looks like she's waving her hand so fast. It looks like her other hand is here. It's just so good. And the way that she goes, like, she transitions to, like, oh, nothing happened. I'm whistling. So this was animated way before it was voiced. You can tell the animators were like, we're just gonna make like a goofy scene first, and then we'll worry about adding voices to it later. Because there is absolutely zero flip flaps in this.
On will be recorded
For
on file,
Cissia. Cissia has like zero flip flaps. That's not it. Lip flaps. That was not part of the reason for the animators to do stuff. And she's trying to pick the lock with her tail. It's so good. It's just so good. It's like any one of these frames could be like a screenshot for a video. Like that one.
I wasn't even at the precinct last night.
That's another good. Like this might just me be sitting here being like, wow, there's a lot of time and effort they put into this that they didn't have to do. Like, Cissia is not going to sell well. She's not going to sell well because she is an incredibly niche character tied to another character that is also old. So if she was a support for Yeshung Wang, she would have better sales. So I just think it's fascinating that they are putting all this effort into this, what I can best describe as a joke character in a good sense. Like as joke as in like she is incredibly goofy. Her story is really good because I think they actually made her story really good. I need to see that one more time. It's the tiny details that I always appreciate. It's that little tail going across. It's the windmill effect on her arms. It's just so good. Like look at the smearing on that. That's just so good. Where did my OBS go? There it is. I like how she sees the guard is like dead and past, not dead, but like knocked out, and she's like, whoops, I'm not. What is her head doing? Like all of these could be cropped to be like screenshots in their own right. She's a freak. Like if you actually play her, you realize how freaky she is. Like, oh my gosh, you are insane. You're insane, Cissia. You need to calm down. You don't need to eat the mall sample dog food.
I was just here to pick up the evidence you requested. But after that, I captured the intruders.
We finally got the evidence.
And these guys are also really goofy too.
Who's this? Doesn't matter. Take her out.
I was about to ask who you are. How dare you interrupt my snack time?
There's just a lot of really good stuff in this. Like they settle on this pose for a bit, and then it's like 1, 2, yeah, they transition really quickly to the next one. It's just like it's so hyper exaggerated. It is insane. Like what the heck is this? Oh, and she gets like a dozen hands here. Such a dumb face. And I like the Julian is the straight man in the scene where it's like, can you please be serious? And Cissie is like, absolutely not. Like if Julian were animated like this, it would be weird. Like it would be uncanny. Julian doesn't have these kinds of animations because she's not that character. The guy's holding her back by the tail.
Don't just throw around the word officer like that. You almost scared me to death. So when you see an officer, you know what to say, right? You're still here?
Oh, that's also good. I never got a chance to slow down this reaction. It's
In any case, this has already been submitted to Commissioner Lowell.
I'm sorry.
Since you apprehended the intruders and recovered the evidence, this will be your punishment. 1 month's salary forfeited. You will be billed for 5 bags of snacks, 3 glass panels, 2 potted plants.
it's the 1 month salary that was should have been the kicker, but she was like, "Oh no, not the plants, the potted plants." It's so good. Now I have not seen this. I have obviously seen some of the screenshots because people can't stop themselves from posting it, and I can't help but see it when it shows up. And I'm like, I'm just trying to scroll through stuff, and then I'll see a screenshot. People talk about this. Like, okay, this is not a blind reaction, but it's mostly blind. I recognize that from somewhere.
Signature spicy
Oh, it's the hot pot.
brand new on the menu.
I've never had hot pot. Man, I really want to try it.
Yeah. When's the Outer Ring ever gonna get a hot pot place like that?
For real? We're a bunch of uncultured bumpkins. Haven't you ever had anything good? Bet you've never even been to the city.
Wait, hold on. Let me see that outfit again. Okay, so he doesn't have the tie yet. She doesn't have the badge and stuff.
Anything
So this is before she joins the police for some reason.
good? Bet you've never even been to the city center. That place called, Lumina Park. They've got everything there. You've heard of the cinema, right?
Doesn't she mean Lumina
Anyone can
Square?
have a killer now,
Right? Has she even been to the city before?
Let me tell you, back in the day, I was what you might call a total legend in the city.
Really? So she's also a compulsive liar. She's just a liar. She's a storyteller. She's like Usopp. She just makes stuff up. She makes stuff up. She's a liar. Let me see that one more time. They have not. Wow, they actually put show the thigh, where the thigh ends and begins on the outfit. That's nice. That's a neat detail. What is this? You do not have this kind of money. I have seen people post this where it's like it's Butler Soldier 11 for some reason. It's not a butler, but it's a waiter. You know what I mean. I feel like this is going to sound weird. I feel like the character personality and design of Cissia actually works a little bit. I wish she had a few more. I wish she had some more clothes on, if that makes. I'm not trying to be like sexist or something. I wish she had some more clothes on to like, because she's going to be attached to the police, at least like try to like cover the fact that she's not an undercover cop or something. A little bit more like police stuff would have been nicer, but like she's supposed to be like designed in a way that is like, she's supposed to be like the sexy like I forgot how it's Gyaru, Gyaru. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I mean, I am partially Japanese, but I've never understood how people pronounce it. Gyaru, where she's supposed to be like, obviously she's hypersexualized, and that's kind of the point of her character. I wish it was like kind of more a part of her personality, where she like Jane uses her sexual attraction as a tool to control other people. I wish she also Cissia used that to some extent, but she's a moron, she's an idiot, so she doesn't think like that, I guess. And yeah, I guess I'll say this. Cissia looks, the way, to round this out, and in the end of the day, Cissia looks intentionally, like, how do I say, Cissia looks sexy, and it makes sense for her character. That's fine. I think the issue is that there are some characters, at least in season 2, where the characters are designed to be, like, hyper sexualized, and it doesn't really make sense for them. Like Yidhari. Like Yidhari as a character, I'll talk about this during the season 2 like writing stuff, but it's like her story and her, like, if you just look at her outfit, you have no idea what she is. Like, it's like, oh yeah, she's super sexy. It's like, cool, like I got that. But what is she? Oh, she has a compass. It's like, I see that. So what does she do? Well, she's a proxy. It's like, okay, I can see that. And an author. It's like, you could not convince people that she was an author. What is this? This is the playground. This is the playground in Lumina Square.
How impressive. So that's what city life is like. Sounds exciting.
How did Jane get here?
Little cutie. I'll treat you to a proper feast.
Wait, weren't we gonna have a big feast? Why are we at public security?
Oh. And I haven't read it yet, but there is some stuff in the actual like agent story that talks about like not the agent story, but the description for Cissia that talks about like how she got accused of a crime she didn't commit, and how Setharoth saved her from that or something. Anyway, now on for the thing people really want to see. That's cool. That's neat. A lot of things where it's like, oh, okay, this character is clearly designed to be like overtly sexually attractive, like designed hypersexualized, and it kind of makes sense for the character. It makes more sense than a character like Yidhari. Nothing against Yidhari, but like I don't hate Yidhari, but it's just like I wish her design was more cohesive, if that makes sense. Her design and her personality and her story were more like were more tight, were more sensible. Not to say she can't be sexy, but like we have a lot of season 1 characters that are really sexualized, but they are not obviously sexy. They are functionally sexy, if that makes sense. Like Rena is wearing a full outfit, yet she is very sexy. Juyen wearing a full outfit, functionally sexy. Jane wearing a full outfit, functionally sexy. Evelyn wearing a full outfit until she throws off her jacket, basically. I wish she kept her jacket on, but she is functionally sexy. Yidhari, it's like, what the heck am I looking at? What is this? What is it? If it's supposed to be like, oh, Cthulhu is like, it's supposed to be nonsensical because Cthulhu was like something you're not supposed to imagine. It's like, you're right. Then if that's the design philosophy, then sure. It looking like nonsense, I guess you achieved that. I don't think that's a good thing though. Also, if you need me to turn this up, just let me know. Because I haven't, I want to make sure this is loud enough for you guys to hear. Yeah, with Yidhari, there are some things that like, okay, I can see this being good in the official design, Like there was not a problem with this specific piece. It's when you combine it all together that's like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
OK， 大家好，欢迎收看本。
Oh, why are subtitles not on? I didn't turn them on. That's why. Okay, hello and welcome to the program. You're Pang.
阿鹏，在2.7版本。
I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit, just to make this go by a little bit faster. I'm assuming you guys have seen this already, so I'm not gonna. I mean, I could position it to the top of the screen, but like, I don't know if people really want that. I'll assume you guys have seen the official video already.
其中一些设计能够得到大家的喜欢。接下来呢，我也想对我们后续的剧情做一些分享。
I can also just put my character in the top left, but then if they do something, I don't want to have to rechange that again. Season 3 updates Chapter 1 story.
在主线方面，
Ever since the showdown with Bringer in version 4,
与布林格一战之后，主角体内潜藏力量便在逐渐的缩小。
Norman Proxy is slowly awakening. Oh, we're talking about the Midas touch we got, our magical hand, our magic powers.
的接触过后，这种力量呢，却又逐渐走向了一些失控的边缘。因此，能够缓解这种状况的特殊材料弗林特灰金
Flint Lockwood
便成为了主角近期行动的目标。不过，在2.7版本的结尾，这份关键的奖品被自称拉米尔的神秘人物夺走了。他到底是谁？和神将在6分阶的接触又是
Who is she? They could do a big twist and reveal that she's actually like the main antagonist of season 3. She's not going to be playable. They could do that.
有意为之，或者仅仅只是一场偶遇？他是否已经发现了神将眼中的秘密？他对这些秘密又知道多少？这些当然不是今天要跟大家讲的内容了，这些就留在后续神将们在下一次的深夜问答游戏里向他问个清楚好。就像之前和大家预告过的那样，在经历过一些意外事件之后，一直以来潜藏于法厄同体内的力量，也就是我们所说的赫里俄斯的遗产，也将会以泰伊佩洛伊斯的
The power of Helios Academy will officially make their appearance to everyone.
真正出现在大家
In form of the etheric one, Pyrios. So I am aware, like, that a lot of the original lore for us is like Greek mythology, that we're faith in, that there's some Greeks, I don't know all the stuff off the top of my head, but it's like I'm aware that there are some times like we have magical powers or whatnot, because whatever Helios Academy was, because C didn't tell us anything useful, unfortunately. So I am not surprised that they're leaning into this aspect. I just hope it doesn't become like whatever this is. I don't know if this is an agent. I don't know if it's like a special thing we'll get in a specific, we'll use in certain cutscene fights or something. I don't know. I'm conflicted on whether or not this is going to be like cool. Like I think it looks cool, but like if this becomes our dominant way of exploring hollows now, as we become we turn into Wonder Man or something, or more not Wonder Man, that's a different thing. Wonder Man's Marvel. I'm thinking of Captain Marvel, which then he changed his name to Shazam, duh. They keep changing that guy's name around. Where it's like we say Shazam and then we get superpowers. Or if it's people are saying it's a stand where it's not us, but like we summon it or something. I don't know, because it looks like our eyes and our hands are changing, so it's not like a stand. It's like we are gaining, like our actual body has the powers. We're not like calling another being to have the power. Like this looks like our hands, right? Whatever. They will be just like any other agents. So, oh, okay. Never mind. Take that back. I should say this. Okay. They will be just like any other agent, but will they actually be an agent or will they be us? That's the thing. World Blade Wing, what reminds you of Xenoblade 2? Which part exactly? Because I did play that. About the oh, that'd be interesting. What if it's like it's the free agent they give you, but they let you reclass into special other things? That'd be neat if it's like, here's the MC character that you can reclass into certain things later on. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. like an ethereal to fight for us. I've heard stuff. I heard some people say stuff like
和
that.
其他的代理人一样，成为主角在战斗中的助理。当然，这也同样也意味着或主动或被动，那些赫利俄斯机关时期的往事也将在
Yes, we'll finally get to this stuff. This has been like we have been aware of this stuff since like season 1. Like the start of season 1, we knew about this stuff. It's like, are they ever going to address what this is exactly? It's like, nope, they never got around to it. Now it seems like they actually are. Finally.
后续的故事当中，慢慢来到法厄同的面前，可能有熟悉的人，也有不熟悉的人。在第2季的尾声，空洞英雄大赛的背后，各方势力的图谋也渐渐浮出水面。有黑之的裁决官罗米亚，有治安局的西西弗与塞维里安，当然也有行踪成谜的拉米尔，以及自称来自马瑟尔集团的维琳娜与诺姆。当然，各位细心的绳匠可能已经注意到了，维琳娜与诺姆在2.7的结尾所提及的另外一个势力——罗斯凯利法。
Yes.
这个名字呢，其实在更早期的故事当中
Yes, it has. It has been mentioned. We are aware. Yes.
在第3季的故事当中
It was mentioned a lot in the 2.5 story.
之下，正式来到这座隐秘的天空之城，帮部们的
Hidden in the sky, the Bamboo
罗斯
Utopia.
凯利法。这里呢是一座由晚宙女士所统领。
Okay, so Sunbringer is alive
的梦想之
in
城。
some way, shape, or form. Somehow. She's hundreds of years old or something? I don't know. Because she's one of the first Void Hunters. I can't remember exactly how what the timeline for this stuff is. Azrael Vanity, help me out!
同时呢，它也是一座在旧爱丽都时期
This
就已经作为
schedule
经济特区
sanctuary
独
been
立存在的
independent
避世之
restricted
地。
zone. Okay.
从这一概念出发，我们会更加优先的去考虑一些模糊的体验感，为罗斯凯利法定下了一种怎么说呢？从感受上可能像是温暖的旧日感这样一种情
Warm
感方向环境
nostalgia, okay.
我们希望它不仅仅是一种视觉风格
Not
的呈现，
simply a
更多
visual
的是
style,
当大家在这个
overall
城市
atmosphere
漫
and
步的时候，
vibes.
一种整体的氛围感。在
For
我们的
players
设
to
想当中呢，
city in
它
our
应该
vision
是
should
一
be
个
warm
温
and
暖
tranquil
而宁
place.
静的地方。
Okay.
就像是某个夏天的午后，
Like a
你和你
random
的朋友
summer
们或者
afternoon.
和你的
You
帮
and
助
your
朋友
friends or
们
buddies
在
hang
公
out in
园
the
里的某
park,
棵树下
relaxing under a
围坐
tree.
在一起，分享红茶，分享点
Interesting.
心，大家
Sharing
有
tea
说有
and passing
笑
around
微风
snacks
吹
while
过
everyone's laughing and
然后
having
树叶
fun.
落到你的红茶里，类似于这样的一个情景。
It seems like they are trying to focus on a casual setting. And I like that. I think we need more of that. We need more casual coded things to do in this game.
这个情景是我们最初在和美术以及策划同学沟通的时候构建起的第一个画面。我们也觉得它是一个
Oh, that's the thing I saw people posting about. It's these Bamboo that have these Bamboo with like human legs. That's neat. It's odd. It's kind of weird. So there was a post on internet about like someone drew like a Bamboo with longer feet, and people are like, why don't people like this drawing? It's like, oh, I guess that's what the teaser was about.
我们也觉得它是一个最能代表罗斯凯利法整体氛围基调的一个。
That looks weird. Oh, maybe we actually get Driver Boo. There's a Bamboo they made in the beta, and they never released it.
我们会从这个点出发去。
It's like Racer or Driver Boo. I can't
那
remember.
么在这之后，其实第二个问题就出现了。当绳匠或者说我们的法厄同第一次踏入这座天空之城时，他最先感受到的应该是什么？是怀旧，是惊奇。
Okay, so
还是
trying to
那些
establish what would be our first
奇怪
impression of
或
the
者有
place.
独特的邦布礼仪。出现在我们面前答案其实有很多，我们想了很久，但是最终决定为大家呈现出来的是一种熟悉却又陌生的感觉。
Familiar yet fresh vibes. They're like, hey, we realize that a lot of players did not like Wi-Fi Peninsula, so we are bringing it back to the familiar. We're bringing back the nostalgia factor. It's like, okay, you could just say that. You could just say, I mean, you can't say that. Hey, we know a lot of you didn't like this. They can't say that, but we're thinking it.
我
We're
们希
thinking it.
望绳匠所熟悉的那些
I never hated Wi-Fi. I just wish the writing and the story was overall better, and I think they'll address it, and we'll talk about it then.
不管是情感还是物件，还是一些 生活上的一些痕迹，我们希望他们能够以一种更罗斯凯利法的方式，或者说一些大家不太熟悉的方式融合在一起，让他们最终整体呈现为一种熟悉而
Familiar
陌
yet
生的
fresh
感觉，
vibe in the
让大家
air.
能够以这样的一种方式，将这种心情去见证这片奇迹之地。 在这个以感受或者这种模糊的体感为先行去构思的过程当中呢，一些关键的叙事意象也自然的变得越来越清晰了，越来越重要。比如说象征着生命力
The bamboo who symbolize life and companionship. Okay.
的帮部，或者
Oh, there's Billy. What is Billy doing here? I recognize that face anywhere. Let's go. That's funny. This is just the concept art, and they just have Billy staring at these guys on like, are these toilets? Okay, that's weird. It's toilets and like it's a salon for their hair. I don't get it.
承载着具体的时代记忆或者说生活质感的那种复古的元素，以及一些能够奠定整体场景基调的。像我刚说的，它是一个空域机密特区。OK， 所以我们希望它有一些天上的故乡这样的感觉。在这之后，视觉的转化也就有了叙事的依据。拿物件
Yeah, okay.
举个例子吧，
I'll say
我
stuff
们的
later.
美术团队像这样选择了一些复古未来风格的悬浮出租车，
Hover
以及双层巴
crabs.
士。
Oh, so they looked at they looked at Penacony from Honkai Star Rail and they said, we like what you did. Can we like borrow your assets, please, or something? Cuppa moment. What? It's a double-decker bus? That's kind of neat.
比较具象的物件，用它们构建出了一个复古但
Retro yet technologically savvy. That's cool.
当然，我们的设计也不只是这些静态的东西了，我们更希望它能够成为一个活起来的故事，它能够承载故事，或者说它自己
Being able to carry the narrative or even be part of the narrative itself.
说到这儿呢，我想和大家分享。
Let me read that one more time. Our designs aren't just about static objects.
这些静态的东西了，我们更希望它能够
Tell a story that is alive and dynamic. That's a bold claim. We'll see if it carry. We'll see how it fleshes out.
有趣的例子，大家可以看屏幕上
Here's something
呈现出来这个
interesting.
叫做公共帮部充电间的
Facilities is the public bamboo charging stations. Okay. That's
设施，
fascinating.
以及里面这个别具一格的充电座。这个设计我们现在看起来可能会觉得它有些跳脱，但我认为它恰恰是属于我们想体现。
Is this a reference to the original bamboo statue that's on 6th Street? That's right next to Box Galaxy. You know the one I'm talking about. Is it a reference to that statue? It's funny. I mean, they have referenced like the bamboo on like a golden toilet. They have referenced this stuff before, where for some reason the joke is bamboo pooping, I guess.
的那种独属于罗斯凯利法的独特生活感。
Because I think in 1.7 there's something about us bidding on like a golden bamboo on a toilet.
还有着罗斯凯利法独有的那种幽默感。
Watch, there's a reference later. Okay, well, we'll get there when we get there.
温情的感觉，我们希望它是一个专属于帮部的，类似于复古科技这样的一种感受。那么我们有时候也会想，像这样一个小小的充电座，它的影响会不会已经超出了罗斯凯利法？在新爱丽都，我们是否也能寻找到它的影子呢？那么，
Can we find trace example if you're observant, you might as well realize that. Oh, yeah, okay.
有类似这样的设施的，就是这些。
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I was talking
马
about.
桶上的雕像，我们认为他们的灵感可能就是来自于罗斯凯利法上的这样的充电座。
Okay, this is their way of saying like, oh, see, we totally had this plan from the beginning. No, you didn't. You made this up.
还有注意到，
Like, oh, we can have an excuse. I mean, I do appreciate that they're like, hey, we already like made a lot of these toilet assets with bamboo for some reason. Why don't we just like use that as like the setting for this bamboo city?
的话，里面其实是有类似
Like,
这样的
okay,
设施，
cool.
就是这些帮部坐在
That's
马桶
nice.
上的雕像。我们认为他们的灵感可能就是来自于罗斯凯利法上的这样的充电座。有可能大厦的主人曾经偶然见识过这套设施，然后邀请艺术家重金复刻，然后它甚至可能会成为艺术界的某种潮流或者话题。我们只是拿它举个例子，我们希望罗斯凯利法的更多的一些物件、一些设施、一些氛围感的东西，我们希望他们也能像这个样子，通过任务，通过大家在故事当中、在主城当中漫步的一些氛围感的感受，希望他们能够与新爱丽都之间建立起这样那样的联系，成为大家能够体验的一些故事的碎片。
Interesting.
我想借此说明的是，就像我刚刚所说的，罗斯凯利法岛上的一景一物，
Environmental storytelling from the island in the sky
不
to
仅
other
他们将与大家
areas.
未来体验的故事紧密相连，
Story will be tight
我
woven
们更希望的
stories.
是，他们能够在罗斯凯利法以外的地方，比如说新爱丽都的各处，大家能够找到与他们呼应的东西，与他们有关联的东西。最终呢，我们希望罗斯凯利法能够成为一个既与绝区灵的整体的潮酷美学一脉相承，又能
They want the place to remain true to Zenless's signature sleek and I forgot what that one said.
法能够成为一个既与绝区零的整体的潮酷
Sleek
美学
and
一脉相承，
stylish
又能
aesthetic.
够与新爱丽都
Interesting.
融
While
为
blending
一
the
体。
seamless
凭借这种独特的叙事设计，让它在绝区零的世界观下
unique storytelling quality to
生
it.
长出自己独一无二
With
的
Zenless's worldview, within Zenless's worldview, with its one-of-a-kind
故
narrative
事
design.
气质与
Those are a
它自己的
lot
生
of bold claims. Do okay. Do I say it now, or I think I'll save it for a bit later because I think they'll address some of it later. Actually, no. You know what? I'll change my mind.
与新爱丽都融为一体。凭借这种独特的叙事设计，让它在绝区零的世界观下生长出自己独一无二的故事、气质与它自己的生命。
Okay, so I want to be excited, but I'm always a bit apprehensive about these things. Because they were saying very similar stuff for season 2. The kind of stuff they were saying is like, oh, we are going to integrate, do this, that. I have it pulled up for something else that I want to show off when a bit later. It sounds like they're wanting to actually make like the story better, which is nice. I hope they make it more cohesive. I would say the issue, and they might show it later. That's why I want to wait for on it later. Because I've seen people post this stuff about like the roadmap or like the story. Yeah, here it is. The roadmap is down here. But I'll just say it now. The issue I think with most of the story in season 2 was that a lot of it was very episodic, but without agent stories. So like when they introduced the not to say there weren't agent stories, because there were. People will say, oh, there weren't agent stories. There were agent stories. The issue is that in season 1, we pretty much got an event story for every standard agent, and we got one for a lot of the agents in their faction. So for instance, we had we got Ellen's event story much later, but we got a special unique episode with Jane. It was like, here's an intermission episode, if you will. Like, here's a thing about Jane, stuff that Jane is doing. Here's an episode about here's Bernice doing weird Bernice stuff. It doesn't really matter in the long run because she's a side character. But in season 2, they tried to condense all of their like character stuff into the main plot. And that can work. That can be fine. But like the way season 1 started out was you were introduced to these characters, and then if you wanted to learn more about them, you would have to their characters would be revealed in the main plot but naturally, and there were some events later on where you could hang out with them more personally. And if you wanted to know more about them, you had to pull for them, right? That sort of thing. I don't think like Julian had a ton of like upfront personality. I think that's not her character design anyway. She's not like that. But there was a point I was getting to, and now I'm lost. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is in season 1, they could leave out a lot of the forming personal connections to the events or the side stories. They did a lot of that. I mean, that's kind of the problem with Astra though. Astra's like getting to know us was in a side event that they never brought back. And so when she randomly shows up, people who join are like, how in the world does this Pop Idol know us? We've never seen her before. Like, oh, okay. So the problem is we set this up as a limited time event, and then we don't ever reference that again. So they could have just made that like semi-permanent if they wanted to. Yeah, so the last agent story was about Lucia. And to be fair, that's 2.3. That's not as far back as people think. Yeah, I will say though that if we had more like agent stories and special episodes or whatnot, we could have this. I think the story would be better because the issue with the story of season 2 is that not only are we trying to focus on whatever the main plot is, we are also trying to condense all of the, oh my gosh, we love you and you're incredible. We adore, I, as the agent that is on the banner, love and adore you, and I really hope you pull for me. They do all of that in the main story too. And it's kind of weird. Like, I'm not a fan of it, because it is intrusive. It doesn't work. Like, you can do that in the event story. Like, you can afford to do that in the event story. You can afford to do that in a special episode where we see more of their personality and we want to pull for them. You don't have to have the character yell at the proxy that, oh my gosh, you are incredible and wonderful and amazing. It's like, you don't have to do that. It's because it's awkward when it's like, we barely know each other and already you're telling me how wonderful I am. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to form like get players to be they love and care for you. Don't you want to pull for them? It's like, yeah, I get it. I get what you're trying to do, but could you do it a bit better, please? Because we have had really good side events with really good stories. We have had that. People will say, oh, we haven't had those. It's like, yes, we have. We've had Seed stories. Seed's agent story was really good. And the best part was Seed, like, a lot of Seed's characterization was saved for that story. And that was good. Now, this sounds weird. I wish they would pull back on like the I'm trying to think of Orphe. I think Orphe, like the scene where Orphe just tells us like, you're wonderful and amazing, and I'm a lame person. It's like, it didn't feel natural. Like, we needed to have more of a connection before she came out and said that. Like, we need to go do some more stuff with the character before she revealed that to us. That's like a thing you need to reveal at the second act low point. You know what I mean? Instead, she reveals it at like the end of the first act, and it's like, I don't think you needed to reveal this to us then. And I guess that's more of a pacing thing. Because the reveal, like, the story itself is fine. I just wish it was paced better. That's it. Yes, I am aware that all agents do that. The difference is when all agents do that. That's the difference. I don't have an issue with the problem is not that agents do it. The problem is when the agents do it. That's the issue, right? Like, you don't need, who's a character I can think of? Let's see. Okay. So Billy and Ambi in the prologue, when you as EO show up to be like, hey, we can exit this maze because so you guys don't die. Like, oh my gosh, you're incredible, manager. Thank you for saving our lives. That's fine. Billy and Ambi don't immediately go into, thank you for saving our lives. Man, our lives we have really terrible lives. Here's everything about my life. Let me tell you everything about my life and my personality. Oh my gosh, I am so inferior to you. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm just trying to get you out of the hollow, dude. You don't need to go off on a monologue about how you're lame. Like, you don't need to do that right now. So yeah, the issue is not that they do it. The issue is when they do it, the context of how they do it.
那接下来呢，就由我 来为大家介绍一下这里的生态。
Like, I don't have a problem with Orphe telling us that information. That's not the problem. Like, in a writing sense, like, yeah, we want to get to know the character more. That's perfectly fine. The problem is, when are they doing that? What is the context for them revealing it to us? It doesn't sound like Orphe. It doesn't sound like a natural conversation of having, like, I didn't buy that we had known the character long enough for her to disclose that information. It felt like really forced exposition. It was not good. And that kind of writing takes people out of the experience. That hurts the overall storytelling. All kinds of quirky shops. Hopefully they're actually used because Wi-Fi has some shops that we don't really use. Surprise boxes for you to crack open. So that's the new newspaper stand. A new coffee stand for Tin Master. Okay. An actual coffee shop. I wonder if you can actually walk inside this one. Well, this is connecting outside, so it's looking like you can just walk in through there. maybe.
斯凯利法特色的下午茶，同样能为神将们驱散行动后的疲惫。此外呢，还有像是面包店啊、爵士吧等这种。
Oh, that looks cool. We can turn off the captions for that. Looks pretty. We'll see how it actually looks in the official ones.
城市的各处供玩家自由探索。
This looks
探索的
neat.
深度将被一个新的系统所承载。
Interboot Terminal.
你可以将其理解为罗斯凯利法。
Okay. Is this the new train system that nobody uses?
整个主城还有整个战斗区。
Entire city and all combat zones. The pro tags.
深度参与帮部的交流网络，发掘城市中的隐藏秘密区。
Hidden spots? Are they gonna bring back the trash can guy? I forgot his name. I don't know if he has an official name.
各个区域的热点事件，收录城市内的角色档案。在第3季内，不联邦的内容会逐步开放，随着玩家账号权限的升级呢。
As your Interboo, what? Your Interboo account levels up. Okay.
还会为大家提供以战士的成长体验与丰富的回馈，
Okay. I don't know how to think of that.
的人文故事。同时呢，全新帮部
I guess that is more casual coded content, which is what I want. All new permanent Bangbu themed game mode. Yes, more casual coded content, please.
主题玩法也会随着一场意外开启。我们将和新代理人朋友一同前往唤醒帮部，和帮部一起提升能力，一起应对各种挑战。随着玩法
Interesting.
神将们会了解到
Will we be able to use our Bangboos that we've pulled in combat situations? That'd be fun.
更多的帮部故事。在唤醒并找回来。
Well, Sunbringer's going to be like the Bangboo character. If they make her, she's going to be a Void Hunter at some point. I'm pretty sure they're going to make her playable.
越来越多的小帮部们的过程中，还可以获得开启秘密基地的特殊赠礼。更多的细节，还请先允许我卖一个关子。各位神将们，请拭目以待吧。而在战斗区里面，我们还投放了更多更新的怪物与机关，它们将与场景深度去结合。在第3季的故事当中，我们将会遭遇一种名为泄露基点的特殊环境现象。它的出现
Singularity leakage, warp space, of course, that's what Ether does.
空洞内相似的环境，这里有错综复杂的通路、变化的机关，它会带来全新的
Pathways and
战斗的
mechanisms,
体
whole
验。
new experience to
在这
exploration
种
and
和
combat.
功能极为
Okay.
相似的环境下呢，各种侵蚀体
Okay.
以及我们的老朋友蚁孩，自然也会
So
出现。
it's a way to get us to fight enemies in this magical city in the sky. Cool.
这种现象的出现，到底是偶然，还是有人在背后操纵、刻意为之？那就留着后续的故事当中，由神将们自行的探索吧。在探索的过程中呢，法厄同本身具备了黑客技术，也将得到更实际的应用与体现。在特定的情况下，操纵场景内的多种科技造物，或是在 EIC 的协助下，利用某种特殊的载具，抵达某些平时不可抵达的秘密区。
Transformation to reach secret areas. Okay, so they're actually dialing into more like EOS gameplay. Good.
成为神将在第3季中的探索的全新手段。在掌握了前面阿鹏老师提到的以太一体后，神将也将会解锁更多在场景中行动
Special
探索
tools in
的
your
特殊手段，
disposal.
敬请期待。
Etheric
这便是罗斯
other.
凯利法，一个等待你的降临。
That's the guy they
亲手
mentioned
写下
before.
故事的
Okay.
地方。
Combat and
剧
gameplay.
情场景相关的内容。
Bot and scene related content are really exciting.
在战斗方面，我们也在持续投入。
Okay,
力求
let's see what they have to
给大家带来更新
say.
更好的体验。
I'm
在即将到来的
skeptical.
2.8版本，大家将会体验到风属性所带来的策略变化。2.8版本的新 BOSS。
Oh, they're just gonna say it. And like in 2.8, we're gonna have some wind stuff. Like what?
风属性异常状态，期间施加其他异常状态将会触发全新的乱流效果。
I'm not looking at the
而
boss.
风属性的代理人
I'm not
在
looking at
第
the
3季的
screen.
战
I'm
斗
just
中
reading the
也会
text because I don't want to spoil myself on that. Okay, so they're basically just announcing, yeah, so wind is coming. It's going to be a thing. Cool. We kind of knew. If you looked at the leaks, you knew that for a while. If you looked at the beta, you knew that was going to happen eventually. Because Sokaku was a wind agent before she was changed to an ice agent.
发挥不容小觑的作用，大家可以期待一下。而在风属性之外，我们也汲取了之前做命破职业的相关经验以及大家的反馈。
On the latest Rupture specialty on top of player feedback. That's more interesting than anything about wind. I don't care about wind. Like, attributes in this game don't matter unless they do something interesting. A lot of them don't really do anything interesting, which we might talk about later. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
正在对其他战斗策略与角色搭配的可能性进行一些构思与探索，希望能为大家未来的配对与实战
More squad building options, broadening the possibilities in combat. I like hearing that. I am skeptical to see how they execute on that because, like, oh, we have lots of team building options for these bosses that have triple the HP.
富的选择空
Early conceptual phase of possible character mechanics. Okay.
当然，这些还都处于非常前期的规划阶段，待方向进一步明确后再来和大家分享。我们的老角色补强计划也在
Steady invitation of enhancing older characters.
大家能见到
Of
更
course.
多以登场角色的补强。
It's not really a surprise. By the time they release season 3, they're going to need to buff a character like Jufufu.
与机制优化，精彩的战斗离不开与之匹配的对手。我们正在为新敌人制作新的攻防招式。
New attack and defense skills for the new
新
enemies.
增招式可
Cool.
能暗藏需要。
Defense skills? Can we make that just defense skills and not HP? Like, I don't think you need to keep increasing HP anymore. I think it's at a good state right now. It doesn't need to go higher.
把握时机，协同应对的设计，它或许会
In fact, it could go a little lower.
触发更多配合的契机。新敌人外，我们
Hold on, let me read that one more time. What might be the key? New skills may contain hidden designs that require
可
you
能暗藏需要把握时
to
机，
seize the right time and coordinate your responses. I like hearing that.
协同
I will wait to see how it actually pans out.
应对的设计，它或许会成为连接小队成员、触发更多配合的契机。新敌人外，
This seems like they're so in season 2, they were talking more about like, hey, we've realized that it's hard for players to see their full squad like actually doing stuff. It feels like for most players you're just playing one agent at a time. How can we get more agents to be actively involved in combat? And their solution to that was aftershocks. So for a stint from like 1.6 to 2.1, they basically just gave, or 2.2, they were giving aftershocks to random characters just so that they would appear on screen to do stuff. And now it seems like, okay, well, we tried that for a bit and then we went away and then they realized that this is kind of getting stale. So they stopped doing aftershocks for a lot of characters. And then I'd be like, hey, we're going to do some new stuff. So it feels like you have to use your team. That's cool. That sounds cool. We'll see how it pans out.
一个颇具惊喜的计划，在第3季的新战斗玩法中
Combat
各位已经交手
gameplay.
过的速
Old
度玩家
rivals you've
施展
clashed with
出
before,
前所
bringing brand new, never before seen skills. Okay. Old enemies with new skills. Interesting. Don't. Oh no, is this gonna make the tower worse?
当完全熟悉的 BOSS 亮出完全陌生的杀手
A
锏
new
时
finishing
相信
move out of
会为各位
nowhere
带来
makes the
一场
fight
酣畅淋漓
more
的体
thrilling
验
and satisfying.
在
Are they talking about Typhon Slugger or Typhon Destroyer, whichever one it is? Typhon Destroyer is the punching bag. If they actually make him not just a punching bag, that would be neat.
该玩法中，我们会
Preset agent team comps for you. That sounds neat. I like that. That is casual coded. Like it gets players to try out the mode. Like you don't have to have the best team. We'll provide a team for you. We want you to try this mode out and see if you enjoy it. I like that. That gets players hooked. That gets players a chance to see if they like what they see. Because if you just set a barrier and be like, you have to be this tall to ride, it's like, well, players might be like, you know what, I'm not interested in that. But if you say, hey, you know what, we'll let you be this tall to ride, experience it for a bit, they might dig into
的
that.
代理人配对，不考察养成进度，只检验操作与理解。
Just your pure skills and game knowledge. They are really emphasizing the skill aspect of this. I hope that remains true and not the HP inflation aspect of it, where it's like, you have to use your skill, your knowledge, and your wallet.
追求手法极限的玩家将迎来他们的主场。当然，我们也仍会保留自由配对的选项，供喜爱使用自身配对的玩家选择。另外，在之前的节目中和大家分享过的0号空洞的迭代方向，目前也有了阶段性的进展。
Solid on the iterative direction for Hollow
我们正
Zero.
尝试在这个玩法里
More
构建一个更
complete
完整、
immersive
沉浸
framework
的
for
单
each
局体验
stage
框架，
experience.
并且将其
That's
与
good.
局外的
That
自由
sounds
循环
good.
深度融合。我们还会加入全新的敌方单位，与敌人相关的独特技能。玩家
All
所
right.
面对的核心挑战
Core
将来
Chunk
自
should
危
face
机四伏的
peerless
空洞
hollow
环境
environment.
营造空洞生存的紧迫感的同时，也为大家提供全新的破局思路与纯粹的战斗。
Fresh gameplay strategies and pure combat thrills.
该玩
Okay.
法将在第3季推出，目前正在持续调优中。活动玩法方面，我们主要
Event
以下方向
optimization
持续优化
direction. Let me read that real quick. Refining our approach in the
我
following
们会持续
aspects.
推出能体现都市生
Continue to roll interesting gameplay that captures that authentic city life vibe.
活
Okay.
气息的趣味玩法。2.7 版本的滚烫寻
Top
香
part of
记
it
火
has
锅
been
店活动
incredibly
成为大
yes.
家
This was actually really good. This is actually I'm going to finish this if we have more time
在第三季
later on in the
更
stream.
多兼具沉浸感与城市氛围的活动。
Yes, they get it. Oh my gosh, they get it. We need more casual stuff to do, casual coded stuff to do, like that's in the city and not what was in, not like the. I'll talk about it later.
也列入了开发日程。其次，我们也在筹备更。
I want to talk about temple management, but we'll get to it later. I have a full PowerPoint ready to go about like season 2 review. I have already written the stuff for the temple management stuff.
轻度操作与战斗爽感的休闲玩法。
Let me read that again.
其次，
developing more casual game modes. Yes, they're picking up what I'm putting down. They get it. They're like, hey, we've been focusing so much on the combat aspect of this game that people don't care about it anymore. We need more casual stuff.
与战斗爽感的休闲玩法。此前广受好评的战斗拍照活动，目前也在优化过程中。
Okay, the camera events will make return and more engage. They'll be more engaging. Okay.
叙事的有机结合。
I didn't take a lot of pictures the last time it came around.
也是我们重点关注的对象。
Gameplay narrative is one of our key focuses. Okay. I like what I'm hearing. This sounds like, hey, so we realized that when we took away TV mode, our gameplay tanked. Our gameplay narrative tanked drastically because we did not set up our game to be completely absent from TV mode all the time. It worked because season 1 already had like its story written out, and then season 2 was much more episodic. Like each chapter was completely different, completely separate from the rest.
能够借助两者的融合，更好地展现我们代理人的魅力。在这里也可以预告下
Here's a sneak peek in the summer's major event.
各位将能
This summer's major event.
玩法如何更自然的
How gameplay naturally becomes part of the narrative.
从而去推动情绪
Driving emotions and setting the
总
atmosphere.
之，在第三季里，
In short, season 3 will see a larger emphasis on
我们会
combat
加大对战斗
gameplay.
玩法的投入。
Okay.
我们希望
On one hand, we want to dig deeper into the value our characters mirror across different combat modes, but be it in difficult challenges or sandbox exploration, we'll do our best to ramp up our characters' role in them. On the other hand, we also see how players are a fan of interesting combinations, such as combining, that went quickly, such as combining combat with taking pictures, okay?
我们希望后续在活动
Future events will keep expanding
以战斗为基点去做体验。
on the experiential aspect while keeping combat as the core
让玩
foundation.
家尽可能操作喜爱的代理人
Favorite agents as much as possible to enjoy the game format that better matches their intended play pattern, whatever that last word was. Comes to casual gameplay, we'll also
能够让大家感受到代理人魅力
develop new
喜爱
content
更多都市乐趣的方向去持续开发新内
so
容。
people can see the charm and thrills of new Eridu. Cool. I'll say it here. I had this prepped up here, so I'll go to this now. Here's the dev talk from season 2.
Content direction
Oh,
of season 2 will not just be simply adding more characters and areas. We've been taking feedback from our practice very seriously and incorporated this feedback into our design philosophy, making an adjustment from the ground up. I'll be sharing some of the results with you all during the program. The most noticeable change is in the map design. We've completely revamped the entire map experience and integrate the residential areas with combat zones at the system level, providing a more fluid and engaging gameplay experience for practice.
They have since gotten rid of most all of this. Season 2 came out. They're big, like, how do we get players to like do now that TV mode's gone, what's our substitute for that? Well, we'll do like some hollow exploration stuff in the Lemnium Hollow, because it's a stable hollow. Hey, see, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Where was I? And then that was tied into temple management. So it's like, hey, you have this like thing where you theoretically it's you go out, you do some of this casual stuff, and it's like, hey, you got to go into the hollow to find these materials so you can make more stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I can understand that. It wasn't well executed though. That's the thing. Like I wish I liked some aspects of temple management. I wish it was implemented more. Like I wish they did more with it. That was not how do I say this? The hollow experience was explore the hollow and then never do it again, because you go around the map one time and then you never go back. Like launch season 2 hollow stuff was really not good. Like it was just not good enough. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Like it was not. It felt like a big time waster. Because like there's no, once you find all the stuff, like there's very little reason to ever go back unless for some reason you really need to farm like the lowest rarity of like Denny's and farmable materials that like, oh, you could theoretically infinitely farm. It's like, yes, you can. It's also not engaging whatsoever. It is incredibly boring. You could literally do anything else with your time. It's crazy. I should have moved my icon to the top left because they're not using that space at all.
First, let's talk about the design of the main city.
All that, I just wanted to pull that up real quick to be like, oh, we're integrating the combat and the gameplay into a more cohesive package. It's like, yeah, I've already heard this conversation before. You guys abandoned it. You realize, wow, so this was not executed well and we abandoned it. Granted, it's better that they stopped doing something that's bad. I'm glad that they stopped trying to like force that to be the main content focus. And granted, in 2.5, the new holo they released, I actually really enjoyed that. That one had a lot more puzzles to it. It was a lot trickier to navigate. I really enjoyed 2.5's holo that they made. I liked that. I was like, ooh, this is a bit tricky now. I liked it. I enjoyed that. Anyway, this is all marketing stuff, so they're trying to spin it in a positive way. I get it. That's their job. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell us on this. I am hesitant to be like, ooh, I'm super excited. I am hesitant to say that. That's not to say I'm not, like, a part of me wants to be excited. I want to believe that this will all be incredible and great. But the part of me, the other part of me knows, like, hey, so, like, what's the caveat, right? Like, in season 2, people are excited for season 2. And then when it came out, people were not excited for season 2. Like, this is it? This is what we got excited for? It's kind of a letdown.
至此，从新主城罗斯凯利法的特色场景到战斗玩法与角色的全方位进化，这便是我们为《绝区零》第3季及未来所勾勒的蓝图。
我们深知，一个鲜活的新爱力度不仅需要不断拓展向大家展示内容的边界，更需要让身处其中的每一位神将都能感受到旅程的顺畅与乐趣。所以，系统和前期体验的优化会是我们
long-term goal: polishing systems and early game experience. Okay, I like that. We get new players in. The first change is coming in the upcoming the Polychrome Guide. A resource tracker. Okay.
在未来的版本中呢，我们希望用这些优化的成果，为大家扫清前行路上的小石子，让冒险之旅呢变得更加的流畅与愉快。
在持续前进的道路上，当然还伴随着值得共同庆祝里程碑，周年庆便是其中的一个。
是的，在第3季起始的叙事节奏上呢，我听阿
Come to the pacing story. There's going to be a super improved important optimization. Oh my gosh, it's like the one thing that is terrible about gacha games is that they're not allowed to pace their stories properly. They're being like, hey, so we heard that the pacing for our stories was awful. We are going to fix that.
重要的优化
哦，仔细说说。
是的，为了确保我们季度主线的高潮部分能够拥有充分的铺垫，也让每一位角色的塑造更加饱满。
Fleshing out and developing every character. We'll be structuring the version narrative focus as such.
重新进行以下这样的安排。首先，在 3.0 版本
Opening the season, version 3, Brad Pox and breathing room to unburden themselves and explore the city.
同时，在维琳娜与诺姆等角色的陪伴之下，尽情感受这座天空之城的魅力。
In the company of some of these characters, and then version 3.1 will kick off its narrative. Will do some more story stuff. That's a continuation.
同时，在即将到来的 2.8 版本当中呢，我们也将会在追查拉米尔踪迹的同时，揭开更多与赫利俄。
So, season 2.8 is going to reveal some stuff about this place. Season 3 is going to let us go to this place, and then 3.1 is going to be like the conclusion to that arc. Good. That's what we need.
全新能力以太一体的线索，请大家务必锁定4月24日的 2.8 版本前瞻直播。
那最后呢，感谢各位神将一直以来的陪伴与支持，我们
下次见。
That has been, I'll go back to this screenshot real quick. This has been one of the big issues. You've heard me say this before. Season 2, everything felt very episodic. Everything was very closed off. It's like, chapter 1 of season 3 is completely different from chapter 2 of season 3, which is completely different from, sorry, not season 3, season 2. Chapter 1 is completely different from chapter 2. Chapter 2 is completely different from chapter 3. Like, there is technically an overarching narrative, but it is not tied together. Like, you could literally skip the entirety of chapter 1, or sorry, chapter 2, and you would not really miss out on anything. Like, chapter 2 of season 2 does not really, you could just skip that. You can just skip that. You used to be like, okay, there's some porcelainic stuff that these people create. They craft a medicine. That's all you need to know. And it felt weird. It did not, like the stories themselves, like I liked 2.1. I liked the story there, but part of me felt like, man, this feels a bit weird. That like you are not letting the story have time to breathe. You're not allowing the story to develop. And that's why, like, Yishuan wasn't allowed to have a personality, because she wasn't allowed to do anything that, like, let us see her personality. She had to be, like, I'm the leader, and I'm supposed to be serious and in charge. You're not allowed to see my laid-back personality. Well, there were times where we saw it, but it was never, like, the main focus. There wasn't a time where we could just see Yishuan unwind and actually be her relaxed self. We never really got to see that. And later on, they started finally showing that to us. And that was good. And in season 1, we did have more like continuity. It's like the prologue and the chapter 1 were a continuation of like the same kind of stuff. It's like, hey, we're proxies, we're in the world, we're experiencing what the world is like. Chapter 2 and chapter 3 were kind of, well, chapter 3 was Tour de Inferno, I think. Because I think it's like prologue, chapter 1, in chapter 2 intermission, and then chapter 3. I think that's how it was. So there was some like connection between prologue, chapter 1, and chapter 2. It was with different factions, but it was all a place you could explore. You were meeting the groups of these factions. You were getting to know them a little bit. And then if you want to learn more, you would go into their agent stories. So like the plots were overall connected. We're trying to find the traces of some magical ether stuff. We're trying to use this AI for good or something. I forgot exactly what it was. But yeah, those stories felt like, here is the world building that we are going to do. We are doing a lot of world building, and we're trying to slowly introduce these characters. And when you want to get them more, you'll do some agent stories. Cool. Season 2 was like, here's all the world building. We're throwing all the world building at your face right now. Next chapter, here's an entire brand new stuff of world building. We're going to throw it all at you right now. It's like, okay. Next chapter, here's a lot more. Actually, next chapter didn't have a lot of world building. It was like Oboe Squad stuff, so it was fine. And then 2.3, here's a whole bunch of world building. Here's a magical hollow place that makes dreams come true or something. Monoto but evil. Yidhari's asleep. You never met this character before. It's like, what? Like, huh? Like the Tour de Inferno made sense because it was like, it was a self-contained story, but it was still like, it was unique in that it was a self-contained story. The problem was, a lot of season 2 is just self-contained stories. And that's why it feels so weird. There's nothing wrong with a self-contained story. The issue is when every story feels self-contained, it's like, what is the point? It's like, the most important part about, from a narrative perspective, the most important part from 2.3 was that like, hey, I forgot. What is Ye Shangguang's brother? What's his name again? Is it Shuyan? Yes, Shuyan? I forgot off the top of my head. Is that her brother joined Sarah? Like that's it. It's like, oh my gosh, her brother is joining Sarah. Yes, Shuyan. I was right. Crazy. That Yes, Shuyan joined Sarah. It's like, okay, so the thing that we knew was happening continued to happen. Okay, cool. Like, okay, that's fine. But like, was that important? Did we need to know that? I mean, if they could have shown, whatever. I'm not going to try to rewrite the story for Zenless. it just felt really awkward. Like, here's a ton of world building for a place that we just made up for this patch. Here's a bunch of lore, background, and character development for these characters that you've never seen before, not even in trailers. Like, Lucia and Idari did not exist until 2.3 came out. They didn't exist. Like, oh, Lucia appeared in the bottle event. She did. And then the next time you saw her, she was completely different. They changed her design. Not completely different. But, like, those characters did not exist. We did not have time to see them, to become familiar with them. So there wasn't like, oh, I'm super interested in you. When they first appear, we're like, okay, who are you? I've never seen you before. Even the Sons of Caledon got like little teasers and stuff. Lighter and Lucy and Piper were hanging around the city. We knew these characters existed and we were interested. Like, hey, who are these guys? When will we get to see them? Same with Section 6. We knew Miyabi and the Section 6 crew. We knew about them. And it culminates in 2.5, like, all this stuff culminates in, that I've talked about up in this video. In 2.5, they are trying to do 2 agent stories at the same time. They are also trying to resolve the season 2 arc. At the same time, they're also trying to lore drop season 3 stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh. It's so painful. It hurts because, like, oh man, there is a good story here. There is something here that is good. It just piled up in it's just it's a slog. Like, if 2.5 had less, it would be better. That sounds insane, but like, if 2.5 was if you told the writers in 2.5, hey, cut 40 minutes of dialogue, the story would be better. The pacing would be better. They'd be forced to actually do an agent story. Be like, oh, we can't put all this stuff here. Well, we'll do an agent story. It's like, there is something to Ye Xiongguang's story that is actually really good. And I'm going to make a video talking about that in like a season 2 character writing review, where like Ye Xiongguang's story is actually really good in theory. It was not executed very well. Like, you could make the argument that like, oh, Ye Xiongguang keeps telling us that how much she loves and adores us because she has turbo amnesia, whatever it is. So she keeps forgetting that she tells us, and she really wants us to remember, and she's also saying it because she can't remember herself saying it. That would be cool if that was actually like discussed in the story. If one of the characters said, hey, didn't you already tell this to me? Why are you saying this again? If that was part of the plot, that would like give some excuse, but it's just not there. So you have to create the excuse for the writers. Well, the osmanthus cakes is actually a cool plot point. Runba, it's like, this character, why does she make the food overly sweet? Because she can't taste it. She can't taste how sweet it is. That's why she's terrible at cooking. It's like, oh, this is way too sweet. That's the only way she can taste it because she's losing her senses. That's theoretically interesting, but they didn't really lean into that. Yes, it was. Yeah, it's fine. Like, the osmanthus cake thing is not the problem. The repetition of it is annoying. It's like, okay, we get it. We get it. Granted, again, it's like the excuse is, see, it's repeated because she forgot she told us. That's the only excuse you can make. And it's like, no one ever bothered to address this. Like, we as the character were not like, didn't she already tell me this stuff before? Like, if the character was in on it, like, she's kind of telling me this stuff again. Did she forget about this? That would have been like, hey, that would have been interesting. That would have gotten the characters to care about that, those repeated comments to have some sort of meaning. But they don't. Like, they don't lean into that. I would be fine if Ye Xiongguang's repeating stuff because she's forgetting about it. I love that theory. I love that concept. But that's not what the story did. So I can't give the writers credit for something they didn't do. Yes, we don't even talk about the childhood moment. It didn't happen. Like that. It was not a real thing. Okay. All right. Now on a completely unrelated note, we're going to have a discussion. I don't remember what I put for this. So be patient as I go through this design. I want to make sure everything's perfectly working. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. I made this this presentation like a month ago, and I never got around to it. Oh, that should be fixed. I mean, I can delete it in the... Okay, I need to fix that in the trade deal. Is this about Soul Rock? Unfortunately, no. It's about a different drive disk. And there's some things I could make to make it a bit nicer. Okay, I'm going to delete one of these things here. Okay. I should play some my music now. I need to go back to that. Here we go. Get the music back on. What time is it? If we go through this, it depends on if I actually have time to do this though. So I want to finish the event stuff too. At least the hot pot event with you guys, but I don't know how much later I don't want to stay up too late because I have to wake up early. Okay, this one I need to make this add an effect to appear after introducing user. There we go, and then make this red. Where's the red? It's an orange red, that's right. There's that. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what I had that. Oh, okay. This is going to be pretty involved if I actually do this discussion. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Which one do you want me to prioritize first? Okay. Do I highlight burns later? Yes, I do. So I need to... just doing some quick touch-ups on formatting, making things look prettier. Yeah, okay. I think there's one slide I might like skim over or delete. It just depends on the... Actually, no, I don't think I need to delete it. It's, where is it? Where'd it go? Almost done with it. Okay, I think I can. I just have to pull some stuff up, and I should be fine for that. Let's look at. Let's go to here. Zenless, and then enemies. Well, monsters. Monsters and enemies are the same thing. Barrage archer unit. Miasma priest. That should be fine. That should be enough. Okay. Let's get started. Let me pull this up. Do I have it on Okay. So let me check this slide to see if it got animated properly. Okay. Okay, cool, we did. Great, fantastic. Awesome. Let's get started. Let's start with an intro. Howdy, my name's Yojimbo Blade, and today we're talking about Infernal Metal. It's real. Sorry, change that. Infernal Metal. It's been real. It's been good. But it's never been real good. And we'll talk about why. First off, let's pontificate. What is Infernal Metal? Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I didn't want to go to notes. Slides. That's not it either. What is this? No! There we go. Okay. That was weird. What is Infernal Metal? Infernal Metal is the best, worst drive disc. There are worse drive discs that exist. Soul Rock is there, but those are obviously bad. Infernal Metal is the best of these worst drive discs because Infernal Metal is theoretically incredible. This thing has the potential to be fantastic, but the reality is much different. This drive disc has been available since the launch of the game, and it was considered the best set for fire DPSs. By fire DPSs, I mean Soldier 11. That's basically it. I totally forgot I put that there. Like that just came off the top of my head. It's like, yep. Soldier 11 was the only one at the launch of the game. So it was just her. It's just her. You could theoretically use this on like a DPS Ben or Lucy or Kaleda, but like why? They weren't designed, like they weren't really good at being DPSs, so it wasn't really good. Now to answer the question why this is theoretically good, let's answer what does Infernal Metal actually do? Fire damage 10% for the 2-piece bonus. That's fine. 2-piece bonus gives us 10% fire damage. Whatever. That's nothing. But the cool part is upon hitting a burning enemy, the equipper's crit rate is increased by 28% for 8 seconds. That's really good. That's really good. If we convert the crit rate buffs substat values, so if we convert these into substat crit rate buffs, that equals 11.6 repeating substats of crit rate. So if you had one disc that you've rigged it so it could have plus 10 crit rate, Infernal Metal is basically that. That's what Infernal Metal does. It's a ton of crit rate. For comparison, what does Whitewater Ballad do? Whitewater Ballad gives 10% physical damage, and this wall of text here that basically reads Yeshuangguang or Cissia, people forget that Cissia has an Ether Veil, get 20% crit rate and 10% attack with Ether Veil stuff. That equals the same amount of substat values. Wait a second. A drive disc released in season 2 that is shield for one specific character has the same theoretical substat value as a season 1 drive disc set? That's pretty good. That sounds great. So how strong is Infernal Metal? The drive disc set for the last Void Hunter that is designed to only work with that character. I wrote this before Cissia came out, you can tell. This is written way before Cissia came out. This drive disc set is actually not stronger than Infernal Metal. Like, in terms of substat value, they're equal. But it actually is better, and we will discuss why. To explain why Infernal Metal is actually weak, let's now look at Thunder Metal. Thunder Metal is very similar to 10% electric damage, and as long as the enemy is shocked, the equiper's attack is increased by 28%. Ooh, that equals to 9.3 repeating substat values. So if you have a disc that says +8 attack percent, that's what Thunder Metal does. However, this buff only lasts while the enemy is shocked. If the enemy is no longer shocked, you no longer get this buff. Compared to Infernal Metal, Infernal Metal's buff lasts for an additional 8 seconds after the enemy is no longer burning. So that should mean Infernal Metal is just better than Thunder Metal, right? Like, I'm not a great mathematician person, but 11.3 is a larger number than 9.3, right? 11.6, sorry. 11.6 is better than 9.6. So clearly, Infernal Metal's better. It's not. No, it's not better. Here's why Infernal Metal is weak. Thunder Metal is an attack buff, which is a buff for a wider cast of agents. Infernal Metal is a crit buff, which is only useful for crit DPS agents. And in contrast, Thunder Metal encourages shock turbo teams. And those teams were viable. Debatably, if they are viable now, you can ask. It depends on who you ask. You can play a mono electric team and get Thunder Metal off semi-consistently. It depends on the team. But were burn turbo teams viable? Kind of? Not really, but you could try. The difference is that electric has a critical mass. I didn't make this blue. I should have made this blue. I can do that right now real quick. Hold on. Dodger blue. Where are you? Dodger blue. There you go. Oh, I should do that for the rest of them too. Hold on. Take a quick break. I need to type in shock and electric to see where I need to put these in. Okay, it's just that and electric. Okay, that was the last one. Okay, cool. Okay, back to the slides. Electric has a critical mass of agents that make Thunder Metal decent. Not all of them are good, obviously, but we have Seth, we have Rena, we have Grace, we have Harumasa, we have Cissia, we got Seed, we got Ambi, we got a lot of characters. I forgot exactly what I put on this slide. Hold on. Okay. Not all of them are good, but like Seth has high anomaly buildup and he's designed for anomaly teams. Rena is like a pen ratio anomaly buffer. She extends shock. She does anomaly, not that she does anomaly stuff specifically, but she does electric anomaly buildup. Grace does a lot of electric anomaly buildup. Harumasa wants to be in teams that do anomaly stuff, and surprise, surprise, he's electric, so you're fine with putting him in an electric anomaly team. Cissia wants to be with a bunch of electric agents, so like you will get electric anomalies happening every now and then. Like there is a critical mass of electric agents that benefit from attack. Yeah, there are enough agents with electric anomaly buildup to make Thunder Metal function. Doesn't mean they're all good. It just means that Thunder Metal has a meaningful use case for a lot of agents. How many fire agents make Infernal Metal decent? Like, if you were to build a fire team, what fire agents would you put on that team to get Infernal Metal active? Because with Thunder Metal, we have a lot of agents who can do that, and they make good use of the buff. I forgot exactly if I put it in the list. Hold on. Let me look at the slides real quick. Okay, I don't say it in the slides. I'll say it here then. Not notes. We got Bernice. I see you guys say that. Is my chat box dead? My pop-up chat dead? I can't tell off the top of my head. I haven't been looking at it recently. So the difference with electric is that a lot of electric agents use their attack. So like a lot of the anomaly agents benefit from a lot from Infernal Metal, not Infernal Metal, Thunder Metal. So like Yanagi, yeah, just you can give her Thunder Metal, that's fine. Grace, yeah, give her Thunder Metal, that's fine. Do other fire agents have that for Infernal Metal? Debatably. Okay, so it looks like my pop-up chat is dead. That's not good. When did that happen? Did I just need to refresh the page? We'll close that poll. Test. Please pop up. Oh no! Oh, there it is. We got it back. I just needed to refresh that. Sorry. Back to the video. Back to the discussion. We have one agent. Arguably 3? Maybe? It depends on who you ask. Here's the firing squad. I should have also made this orange. Hold on. We'll fix that. I'll do it in post. Why not? At best, we have Bernice. And that's it. That's all we got. Lucy, Ben, and Kaleda and Lighter, none of them really have enough fire anomaly buildup. Lucy, maybe it depends on the team she's in because her boars, her Mindscape 6 boars do like anomaly buildup whenever you use energy, and that can do something. But just by themselves, none of them have enough consistent anomaly buildup. It doesn't help that half of their moves are physical. So, like, it's kind of rough trying to get fire stuff from Ben. All of his basics and his special are physical. So that's just kind of weird. And we have some niche edge cases with, oh, that's my, that's not important. We have some, it's hard to talk. We have some niche edge cases with Jufufu and Orphe, where it's like, because they are active agents while they are actively, while they are off field but active, it's hard to talk about this. They have aftershocks. Their aftershocks do fire anomaly buildup. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so you can force like Lucy to get like enough anomaly buildup, and that's okay. It depends on who you, that's why I say it's arguably 3. It's like, do you count like Jufufu and Orphe as like consistent fire anomaly buildup characters? Like maybe, because you don't have to use them. Like they'll just do it themselves. It's just kind of weird. I think it's trying to force the team a bit too much. So let's talk about why Bernice is weak. Let's look at what her additional gives. I should re-emphasize to clarify this. This is why Bernice is weak for Infernal Metal teams. That's what I should say. Sorry, I'm not trying to inflame people, get them riled up. Why she is weak for Infernal Metal. Let's look at what her additional gives. Blah, blah, blah. Increase the fire anomaly buildup by 65% when any squad member applies burn. Increase the burn's duration by 3 seconds. So, hey, that sounds fantastic for Infernal Metal. What does this additional require? Anomaly or faction? So there's a problem with that. Does anyone notice the problem? We're trying to buff a crit DPS, and her additional requires an anomaly agent or a faction member. That doesn't work. You gotta play with a faction agent or another anomaly agent to get this to work. And you can't play Soldier 11 trigger Bernice. I mean, you can't. I should rephrase that. Bernice does not work by herself unless, like, if you're trying to buff a crit DPS, which is an attacker or a rupture agent, you need someone in her faction or an anomaly agent, and that's just weird. It doesn't really work that well, unfortunately. Obviously, you can use Lighter, you can use Lucy, but if you're Monato, those teams are weird. Like, Monato doesn't really want those. Whatever, we'll get to it later. Because I actually do talk about Monato later. Where did I put this? There we go. Well, let's talk about the trade deal. The greatest trade deal of our time. We have a trade deal. The greatest trade deal. We close the Strait of Fire. We're going to tell Iran to open up the strait so we can start a trade. I can't do a bit about this. It's too serious. I can't do a bit about World War stuff. Real world stuff, not World War stuff. But don't worry, there was an actually great agent to help us with Infernal Metal. And that agent isn't a fire agent. Introducing Yuzuha. Yes. Yuzuha gives a ton of anomaly buildup, a lot of attack, a lot of damage, and a lot of energy. That's all great. When her basic, this is in her basic or her special, I forgot which one. When an enemy is affected by Sweet Scare, is hit by the active agent, flavor match will trigger against that enemy, changing the attribute of basic attack to match that of the character. Basically, if you are a fire agent and Yuzuha's Aftershock hits and you use, sorry, if Yuzuha has charges of her Sweet Scare, and then you hit that enemy with a fire agent, Yuzuha will start dealing fire anomaly buildup. That's it. All that to say, Yuzuha will change her anomaly buildup to match that of the active agent. Cool. However, the downside is Yuzuha's additional... the upside, Yuzuha's additional does not require anomaly or faction, but it's not nearly as important. Sorry. I have a hard time reading this. Yuzuha's additional, like Bernice's, does require anomaly or faction, but hers is not nearly as important. It's up to 20% anomaly buildup and damage, but like what you're getting from the team is good enough. Compare that to Bernice's 65% fire stuff on all of her stuff. Fire stuff on all of her stuff. English is hard. Compare that to Bernice's 65% anomaly buildup. Yeah, Bernice's is kind of more important than Yuzuha's. Especially the burn duration. Additionally, because of how Sweet Scare is worded, she can also use Game Ball against any enemy. For those who don't know, Game Ball is a funny W engine. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's look at supports. Game Ball. Okay. Zoom in on this. Whenever the equipper's attack triggers an attribute counter effect, all units' crit rate against the struck enemy increases by 12% for 12 seconds, and it stacks up to 20% at rank 5. Okay. Forgot exactly how zoomed in I had it, because I can't see my zoom in thing right now. Because of how it's worded, what the heck is an attribute counter effect? It just means when an agent deals damage that is of the enemy's weakness. It doesn't have to do any anomaly buildup, it just has to match that enemy's weakness. And because Yuzuha is the only support agent who can actively change her anomaly buildup, she is technically always, whatever DPS you give her, as long as they are of the enemy's weakness, she can make full use of Game Ball, which is crazy. As Rollblade pointed out, yes, with Yuzuha, Infernal Metal active and Game Ball at rank 5, that's a very expensive Game Ball, by the way, you are getting 48% crit rate. That's really good. That's kind of expensive, but again, Yuzuha is being put on a weird team for her. Nice, so we have our answer. Great. Here's the other problem. Season 2 hates fire. That would be great if Season 2 was really good for fire stuff. It's not. Season 2 absolutely hates fire. Since Season 2 launched, and up until version 2.7, there have been around 8 new Shiyu defense enemies that are weak to fire. Okay? I'm not counting the really small enemies. And there has been only 1 Deadly Assault enemy, and that's Wandering Hunter. Compare that to the list of fire-resistant enemies. There have been 2 in Shiyu defense and 3 in Deadly Assault. Now, with those numbers out, you're like, hang on a second, those don't sound too bad. A lot of that sounds really good. Hold on, I need to check to make sure there's not more to this slide, because again, I wrote this like 3 weeks ago. Whoops, I closed it. I didn't mean to close that. Whoops. Start from current slide. There we go. And because of how Infernal Metal is worded, you would like to use this sucker on content that is... Sorry, I pressed the back button on this thing and it went back. Whoops. So when you look at these numbers, this actually looks really good for fire. So why would I say that Season 2 hates fire? Like, that doesn't make sense. They're all of these fire weak enemies. At least in Shiyu defense, at least. That's because Season 2 actually hates Anomaly. They just do. They hate anomalies! What can I say? I need to look up one more thing real quick before I go back to the original slide. Where is that enemy I was looking up? Where is it? It's supposed to be here. Is it Tepes? Whatever, I'll use Tepes. Since Season 2 launched, Zenless has made anomalies much harder to get from a lot of teams. They have really increased anomaly buildup on a lot of enemies. This is all hidden information, by the way. You won't know unless you go to the database sites. For example, Notorious Pompeii requires 3,300 anomaly buildup for anomalies, changing out the resistances here and there. Because he is weak to fire, you only need 2640 fire anomaly buildup to get a burn. That's pretty low. That's pretty good. This also excludes whatever they do to physical and wind. This is subject to change. Physical is calculated a little bit differently from the other anomaly stuff, and I don't know anything about how they're going to do wind stuff. That remains to be seen. Let's compare that to Wandering Hunter. Wandering Hunter has a base of 4,140 anomaly buildup required to get any anomaly except physical, because again, physical is different. Deadly Assault adds a hidden 10% anomaly buildup buff to enemies. So even though he is weak to fire, that should reduce it by 20%, but it's buffed again by 10%. So for Wandering Hunter, you need 3,795 fire anomaly buildup to get a burn. That's a lot more. That's quite a bit more. Now let's look at some other enemies real quick. Let's go to the live. This is a monster named Tepes. Tepes was a guy who released near the end of season 1. He is neutral to fire, and he has 3,300 buildup. Okay, that's kind of high, but it's a neutral fight, so it's not that bad. Let's look at Sacrifice Jester. He's also neutral, but he's a season 2 enemy, so he's got 3,600. Mirage Archer Unit. It's the evil Arya. She resists fire. And she also has 3,750 max anomaly buildup. So you're not using fire against this boss. The Thrall. The Thrall's not that bad. Look, he's neutral to 33,960. That's not nice, but at least he's neutral to fire is what I would say. Except he summoned his crocodile demon thing, and you can't burn that. So that means you will no longer have the uptime for Infernal Metal. You just won't. And then when he starts his miasma phase, you really can't deal any anomaly buildup to him during his defensive assist super parry timings. It's just not a good time. That's not even to mention the stage debuffs on anomaly damage. And then Miasma Priest is also like neutral to fire, but her kit just says, nice try trying to do any anomaly buildup on me. Or it's not buildup, it's damage. Yeah, it's anomaly damage, which is like, it's just annoying. Because you're building a team to burn an enemy, and the enemy says, I actually don't take anomaly damage. It's like, okay. Well, maybe this isn't a good team. Where is this? There we go. Overall, it's a very hostile environment to try to use like a mono burn team. You can try it, you can force it. It's just not very good right now. And this is why overall, in summary, this is why Infernal Metal is really weak. It relies on anomaly-oriented agents to buff a crit DPS in an environment where anomalies are much harder to get without these dedicated teams. So you have to burn the enemy to get the buff. But then that asks the question, wait, if I'm going to burn the enemy, why don't I just play like an anomaly team? If I'm going to the effort of burning, you're just throwing a different anomaly agent instead of this random crit DPS. And boom, we already got a disorder team. So overall, Infernal Metal is not reliable enough to be used over other drive discs. That's why it's not that good. I would not recommend people go farm Infernal Metal until they like drastically change something about the game that makes it really good. Because in theory it's good, but it's really just not. It's just not worth getting. I would not, if you're a new player and you're like, what disc should I farm for? Do not farm for Infernal Metal unless you're trying to get Puffer Electro, I guess. So that's all I have to say about Psych. That's not it. Here's why Infernal Metal is actually amazing. Screw all of that nonsense. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Infernal Metal asks players to be creative. Will I have enough anomaly buildup to get specific burns? Do I have the agents needed to make that play pattern work? This is Zenless Endgame at its best. Here's a theoretical challenge. Can you build a team to overcome that? I really dig that. That's so much fun. Here's a problem. Can you figure out the solution? Now it's here's a problem. Unfortunately, now it's here's a problem. Pull for the very obvious answer and don't try to deviate from that. They've done some stuff to like discourage creative team building. Like, don't you try doing that. Recently they had it with Vesper. What is it? Ahaha. You wanted to try to use crit teams? Psych moron. Here's reduced damage. They then got rid of that. They took it away, thankfully. So it is now like crit teams aren't heavily punished against Vesper. They could always just change that by making its HP higher, of course. Nothing's stopping them from that. But regardless, I recommended... Sorry. Why did I say recommended? That's a typo. I don't know why I said that. Hold on. We'll fix that real quick. I think I remember editing like this and be like, oh, that's a typo. Oh, I'll go fix it later. I remember that from like 3 weeks ago. No, it's not. Oh, I'm insane. It says recommend. I can't read. All right, we're back again. I recommend using Bernice or Yuzuha as the starting point for these teams. If you are going to build a mono burn team, you should probably have one of these two agents. Bernice and Yuzuha are not freely available. The season 3/3.1 anniversary stuff might give away Bernice for free if you want to grab her. We'll see. Bernice can be a sub DPS or the main DPS, depending on the team you're building. Bernice's Mindscape 2 is actually really good for any non-rupture agents. It's a lot of pen ratio. I don't recommend it because it's expensive. So you can pick option 1. This is why I don't recommend it. It's just not a very good investment. The option 1 is pick option 1. Or sorry, pick one option. The first option is you can get Bernice's Mindscape 2, or you can pull for Dylan and Suna. Because the cost of a Mindscape is the cost of an agent. So you could have a Mindscape 2 Bernice, or you could have like the best 2 supports in the game for crit DPSs. That aren't, well, I guess Suna is not for rupture teams, but like replace Suna with Lucia. That's why I don't recommend it. Now, if you get these things for free, like if they're in the shop and the shop gives out 3 free agents to pick for whatever you want, you can get Bernice's Mindscape 2 for free. And that's what you want to do, go for it. That's fine. I don't know if that's a good strategy, but I'm not going to stop you from trying. So the other reason why Infernal Metal is amazing is that Hoyo realizes, the devs understand, that if fire was allowed to be a strong attribute, Infernal Metal would be unstoppable. That's why they have to make it look bad. That's the reason. It's not that Infernal Metal is bad. The devs know that it's really good. They just can't let the player base find out. Bernice is so good that the game has gone out of its way to convince players that she's bad. Oh man, Bernice is too strong. We need to make all these anomaly bosses resist fire. We can't let the player base find out how good she is. Source, trust me. Unironically, Bernice is the Hugo of Anomaly. It's like, man, I love my buffed Bernice. Where can I use her? Great question. All of these crit DPS fights, and like, oh man, Hugo, he loves being a crit DPS. Nope, ice resistance. Like, thank you for that, Mihoyo. Thank you for that, Hoyo. Like, oh man, I love my fire anomaly agent. Psych, all fire resistance. Okay, that's cool. So now that that's out of the way, let's look at some Infernal Metal teams. I've played some of these on streams. You've seen me do some shield defense stuff with them. There's obviously Bernice. We start from Bernice. And from Bernice, you can pick one of these agents. You can pick Lighter or Lucy or Caesar or Pulchra. I don't really recommend these two because they just don't have they don't do fire anomaly buildup. But if you have, Pulchra's free, so you probably have Pulchra or Yuzuha. It should be noted that if you have Bernice and Yuzuha on the same team, it's very easy to not meet both of their additionals. So you have to pick, you have to understand that like when you pick Bernice and Yuzuha, you probably won't have either of their additionals active, but that should be fine because they're doing enough build up to make up for it. Because when you have Yuzuha, you can ignore Bernice's additional. Like, yeah, her additional is a lot of extra anomaly buildup, but Yuzuha will also give you that, so it's fine. And when you're using Yuzuha, you can pretty much use any fire agent that's to the right of her in the team menu. Or just whenever after you're using EX or your quick assist, you will go to that character, you know, and then she'll start doing fire anomaly buildup. So Yuzuha is a much more flexible agent for that. And you can really use anyone you want as long as you have enough fire anomaly buildup. Like you can use fire agent Yuzuha Lucy, like that's fine. You just need to reach a critical mass of fire anomaly buildup. That's the point. there is a weird gimmick with Monato that gets you absurdly high crit rate. I use Monato as an example because he's a character that most people have on their account. Because he's an A rank that you can easily get. Because he's always available in the shop. Here's Monato's crit rate. He gets 10% from his core. In this theoretical context, he can get 12% from Game Ball. He can get 15 to 25% from his own W engine. I'll round that to 20%. I'll meet it halfway in the middle. We'll say it's rank 3. It's 19.5. It's like, that's close to 20. I'll just say it's 20. And then he also gets 28% from Infernal Metal. In total, that is 70% crit rate. This means that if Monato's crit rate reaches 30% in the detail screen, you are overcapping his crit rate. I have played this team. The team was like Monato, Yuzuha, Orphe. And the reason is we are missing like a rupture support that is fire. Like a fire ruptured support. And so I just put Orphe in the team. Are any of these ideas good? To answer that question, for my good pal, my good buddy, John Fortnite Kennedy, he is known for saying, we choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and to do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. And the others too. And the reason when he was saying this, do the other things, those other things are Infernal Metal teams, baby. Let's go! Woo! Here's a personal analysis. My biggest fear with Zenless is not about power creep. It's about removing creativity. Part of that comes from power creep, but it's not power creep in and of itself. I like agents like Billy because there is no one right way to play him. Some ways are more optimal than others, but if someone tells you, oh, this is how you're supposed to play him, it's like, I got news for you. That's not like, no, like you don't have to do that. But that doesn't mean you have to do them. Like, yeah, you could do the optimal thing, but you don't have to. No one's forcing you to do the optimal thing. Play them how you want them. If the 3.0 bosses are designed to only be good for the 3.0 Void Hunter, using the new 3.0 gimmick with the 3.0 buffs and 3.0 drive discs, like, yeah, that can still be fun. But it's not creative. Like, that's not creative. It's like, oh, to defeat this fight, you have to use the things we just released. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. Is there any other option, please? Can I use something else? Like, that's not creative. Like we just watched the live stream of a season 3 trailer. It's like, oh, we want to encourage like dynamic team building options. It's like, okay, you say that. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if you hold up to that bargain. I don't know how much you actually believe that. You say that, but I don't know if I trust you about when you say that. What matters is giving players various tools to handle challenges in their own ways. That's what I firmly believe. Obviously, a ton of money complicates this discussion. Like, if you are a Giga Whale, it's like, yeah, you can beat the game with anything. Like, right? Like, yeah, if you have a Mindscape 6 Cissia, you can make her a hyper carry DPS in pretty much anything, and she'll be fine, right? Like, of course. Whoops. Interrupt. Give me a moment. I have to help people. I'm back. All's fine. Just getting her some stuff that she needed. All right, we're back. I forgot what I was saying on this part. It's mostly like, let me look at my slides real quick. Whoops. Go back. And if you watch any of my recent videos, you will have seen me use Cissia with a drive disc that I never saw anyone talk about. Like, none of the early access players or like the guide makers even mentioned this. I use Whitewater Ballad because Whitewater Ballad says like, hey, we do stuff for Ether Veils. And like, oh, Cissia has that in her ultimate. What if I just build a team around that? Like, yeah, that's fun. That's creative. Granted, that team basically requires dial-in to make it consistent. Not that it requires dial-in. You can use a different DPS, but you need to use you want to use an ult like before, like at the very start of the stun. And that requires a kind of specific team. So where is this? There it is. So here are my final thoughts and conclusion. Infernal Metal is not good. It's not good. But Infernal Metal allows for creative opportunities. If you already have the discs, just try it out. If you already have the agents too, I should say. If you have the discs and the agents, go for it. Try it out. You will become a better player by trying to make suboptimal teams function. Is mono burn team, is a turbo burn team good? No. But using turbo burn will make you a better player. Because it will ask... I'll go back to that. Hold up. Did I skip a slide? No, I don't think I did. Whoops. Clicking too many buttons. Sorry. The reason it makes you a better player is that it challenges you to like, hey, how much buildup does this enemy need? Am I attacking this enemy enough with the right element? Do I have the right builds on these characters? Do I need to use this character more than this other one to get more fire anomaly buildup? Like, you have to ask those questions. They will likely give away a free agent in 3.0 or 3.1, depends on when their anniversary is. Well, their anniversary is 3.1, but it depends on if they give it away in 3.1 or in 3.0. And Bernice is already there in the shop. They're not going to bother selling her again, so like that's an option. Like, if they give Bernice away for free and you want to try this out, you can. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying it's there. If you want to try it, go for it. Your other options are like Jane or Qingyi. Qingyi's not very good, unfortunately. And Jane isn't... Well, it's not that Jane is bad. It's just that Jane doesn't really have... Like, if you already have Alice, it's like... Well, actually, no. That was a bad example. Jane is very good with Alice. Yeah, Jane is good. It's that Jane is no longer like... if you have a brand new account, sure, you can get Jane if you want. I don't think people need Jane, though. That's the thing. Like, Jane doesn't help. I don't think Jane helps players solve a problem that they're facing that, like, Piper can't solve already. So, all that said, let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you feel like it. You can become a sponsor if you want to financially support this kind of content. You just become a YouTube member or leave a super thanks or a super chat if you want. I would be very grateful, but don't give what you don't have. I should go back to the previous one and on this slide. And yeah, that's all I got for this discussion. My name's Yojimbo Blade, and I hope you'll have a blessed day. See you soon. Okay, that recording's done and out of the way. I don't even know when I'll upload that because I don't think I'm going to upload it until like sometime in 2 weeks anyway. So we'll see how well this ages. This could very well age poorly, where it's like they release Wind is like turbos out fire stuff really quickly, and then I'll look like a silly person. I'll look like a fool, a moron, a buffoon. Yeah, you can play crit niece. I did that. Like, I'm gonna throw up some of my Infernal Metal runs. I will just like have some background footage of my Infernal Metal runs during the live video, the final version. I'll probably throw up my gameplay of Monato as well. Monato, Yuzuha, Orphe. Rollblade, thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot. What am I gonna do now? Right, the hot pot event. I think my next stream is when I'm going to do the old friends new commissions, and I think that's going to be. I'm going to try to see if I can stream Friday morning. It depends on my schedule, because again, I have to take care of my grandma first and foremost. So I don't want there to be like a ton of interruptions where it's like you see me gone for 15 minutes or something. So I'm going to try to schedule that so it's like when either I have to start really early to do all this and then we'll react to the live stream and then do this stuff or something like that. I'm going to try to workshop the details. We're going to finish the Chronicles of Simmering Flavors. Oh, background music is doubling? That's right. Sorry. Whoops. It's because I have the desktop audio and VLC audio both on. So I just muted desktop audio. My bad, my bad. All right. What is this? Why is Belle? Oh yeah, Belle's here for plot reasons. All right, everyone, say cheese. Cheese. I'll be using a photo for something later, I guess. If I want to be in a live stream photo. Which agent could I pick? I want to take pictures now because there might come a time when, like, there's not a lot of times where you can see all three of these characters on screen. What's another agent I can use for this fun photo? I'll pick Caesar, why not? I'll do this. Back to Billy. Oh, it doesn't play that dialogue that I skipped last time. That's unfortunate. I didn't skip it. I just wanted to end the stream. So I'm sure like someone's already made that and I can go watch it. Unless it happens right here. Go to mission. Yes. Go. Okay. I thought I was pressing on you. Okay, then it didn't skip it. How do I look? I dressed up especially for the grand reopening today. Are you two ready to get this show on the road? I'm ready! Speaking of which, do you actually know how to make the hot pot soup base? Even if I can't remember the recipe, I still remember the taste. After all, I've been the one taste testing the soup base Blaze has been making this whole time. Based on the flavor, I think I should be able to recreate it pretty close to the original. Plus, Suna and Arya will help me prep the soup paste, so don't sweat it. But the flavors you remember best are either way too salty or bitter. You sure about this? Hey, just wing it and give it a shot. You'll figure it out as you go. Good news is all the ingredients made it to the shop. Only thing we're missing now is the base sauce. No time to waste. Let's get started. Are you sure about this non-gon can't cook at all? But she seems confident about it. I guess I'll trust her for now. Girl, you can't cook. It's easy. Follow a recipe. Recipe's not cooking, but you learn how to cook when you can deviate from the recipe. Let's get to work, manager. All right, let's do this. Everyone heads to the kitchen together and gets to work prepping ingredients and the soup base.
This is how you chop scallions, right?
Oh no.
Nangong, these are garlic sprouts.
Oh no. It's gonna be, who likes garlic? I like garlic. It's pretty good.
Huh? Did I buy the wrong thing? Whatever, forget it. I don't really remember what exactly she put in there anyway.
What? You told us you remembered!
Huh? Huh?
Express concern.
Well...
Huh? You can't just whatever it. Those two taste totally different. Huh?
They really did like doing with these characters. That's cute.
Let's just get the soup base simmering first. This is how you stir fry, right? I think that's how Blaze did it.
That's not convincing at all.
Are you sure? Oh, why is there a burning smell?
Remind Nongong to be careful, okay?
Hey, Nangong,
It's on fire! Is this supposed to happen? That's not a fire extinguisher! That's a thermos! Careful, Suna! Don't burn yourself! Oh no. What do we do? What do we do?
Just when all hope seems lost, the kitchen door swings open. Two familiar, reassuring figures walk in. Let me guess. It's Pan and... Well, actually, Suna kind of knows how to cook. She's aware, because she works at a cafe, at least. It's Pan and someone else. I don't know who. Pan and Kaleda? No, Jafufu.
Someone needs a favor? Here come your saviors! To protect this deliciousness from being ruined, and to safeguard the tasty hot pots of New Eridu, Master Fufu! And her assistant...
Interesting introduction.
Psst. Assistant, you're up! Who? Why aren't you following my cue? Didn't we agree on the way here that we'd make our entrance like in that martial arts movie we watched recently?
Oh, come on. The juniors are already swamped. Let's not waste any more time.
That's cute. See, these... Why does Jufufu get all the personality... Jufufu stole all the personality away from Yishun. Like, in the writing. They gave this character, like, a lot more personality in the story than Yishun got, unfortunately. In the main story, in, like, season... Like, chapter 1. Chapter 1, chapter 2. I can't believe you guys are here.
Senior Fufu, Senior Inhu. I can't believe you guys are here.
Yeah, we saw on TV yesterday that you guys agreed to a challenge with Steven here at Simmer and figured you might need some help. So we took an overnight ferry and rushed over here.
Yeah, Pan's mouth isn't moving. It's a bit odd, but it's fine.
Wait, why isn't the owner around?
Long story short, she ran off, and we haven't been able to find her.
All right, this is no time to panic. Everyone, listen to me. Right now, we should make sure we're prepared for the opening. Fufu,
got it.
Could you please tenderize the beef? I'll handle the slicing and marinating later. Oh, and tell Hue to get the caramel popcorn ready. We can hand it out to the customers waiting in line.
Interesting.
Yes, chef.
This guy's the actual chef.
Wise, prepare the ingredients. Belle, you're on plating and final quality check before anything goes out.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Leave it to us.
Mickey, I disagree. There are a lot of characters that have... A lot of agents have personality flaws. It's just that for some reason they decided to make Yi Xuan and Yi Guang like really not have any. Like, granted, Yi Guang, her story is about her having like turbo dementia, so there's like a theoretically interesting story around that. I don't think it was well executed. But that's the thing, Yishuan did show us some sides of herself. Like, you can see glimpses of like, oh my gosh, a personality, like a character. But they never expound on it. Like, we don't get a scene where like Yishuan is being lazy, like laid back a lot. Yeah, they explored it off screen.
Suna, Arya, you're on dessert and drink duty.
Like the scene where Yishuan talks to Yishuyan about like how her sister went through the same thing as his sister, or his sister is going through the same thing that her sister did, and how that's traumatizing for both of them, and how they like had to fight to like stop each other from doing insane things. Like, that's cool. I liked it when they told us that information, but that wasn't in the story. That was just told to us. Like, oh man, like this character can be interesting. They can be cool. Why are you holding out on us? And finally in 2.5, they did something with her in the main story. Because she's had stuff in side events before. Or like in Jufufu's agent story. She tells Jufufu, hey, yeah, you can go do that movie thing. That might be fun. You might get some money. We might get some money off of it. And the whole like, you are now my disciples. I'm not going to repeat the same thing twice because that's a waste of my time. I don't want to do this, the official ceremony because it takes too long and I don't want to waste my time. That's fun. It's like, yeah, it's Swabian Temple. We're all laid back. We're not doing all that nonsense.
Yes, chef. Don't you worry.
As for Miss Nongong...
I know. I'll go find an empty corner to hole up in. Otherwise, the kitchen's gonna explode again.
No. That's not what I meant at all. I need you to tell me everything. No detail is too small. I want to know exactly what ingredients and steps you and Blaze used to make that stir-fried soup base. There's no way I can recreate her flavor without your guidance.
There you go, Pan.
All right, leave it to me.
And what's great about this scene is that because these characters have like strong individual identities that mix well with together, like we can have a scene where like Pan and Jufufu are here to help the Angels of Delusion cook some meals because Pan is a really expert cook. Like, we could have a scene where like Yishuan is really good at fortune telling, and so like she shows up at some random event with another character, and she'd be like, but she doesn't really want to be there. Like, there is something you can do with a character, and I wish they did something with it. Did something meaningful. Everyone hustled with fiery enthusiasm, and finally, the ingredients and soup base are ready. As for the taste, we'll just have to find out. Just a second. Hold on. I'll go ask the other character stuff. Oh, I can't talk to them. Oh, and Pan Jufufu are not out here. Okay. This technique might not be textbook, but hey, it looks pretty good. Want to give it a shot, manager? Sure. Marinate's a special technique. Okay. That's the best it's gonna get. Come on, no! They're drifting away. Drifting away. Wave after wave, wave after wave. We'll pick that for now. We'll replace it when we can. Ooh, that was a good one. I'll just do these 3.
Well balanced.
I've seen some people like grind for really high scores in this. It's so cool. Last order, what would you say is the narrative issue with Evelyn's story? Oh, I thought I got a 4. Oh, that's unfortunate.
One spoonful of this? Unbelievable.
Not trying to put you on the spot. I just saw you mention that, and I was just curious of how you would define that. Wow, that caused a lot of slowdown.
Well balanced.
A scoop attempts. That's great. I think I'll go with that one. Not a narrative issue, but more of how much they can delve into a character that's less on the side of good. Like Evelyn and Promio are bad guys turned good, but we never get to explore that side. That's fair. I think that's a concern from them because they're trying to make them like super personal and relatable. Even in Age of Stories, it's touched up but not explored much. I agree. I do want to say I don't like how they did Hugo's story so that he was never evil at all. It's like I wish there was like some morally questionable stuff he got to do. He never got that, because even like Jane has like morally questionable stuff that she does because she's like an interrogator. She interrogates people. She goes undercover. She does potentially illegal, explicit stuff to catch criminals, right? Like that's the point. I'm worried about my stream cutting out because I'm just now realizing my Ethernet is not plugged in. Because I have a big setup I have to go to because I'm not in the. I'm living with my grandma right now, so I can't like just have my Ethernet always plugged in. It's for mobility issues for her. So I totally forgot to plug it in before this stream started. He didn't like the bait and switch the Barnway either. People hate him not because of Hasbro, because he left others behind. They call him a butcher for that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, in the live stream, they were talking about like, man, a lot of players really like the hot pot of it. We should do more of that. Perfect. What's a good 4-1? That works. I don't think that was better than the potatoes. I should have skipped that one.
How scrumptious.
感觉大家都吃得很开心呢。What's wrong? Is it not good? It's good, but it doesn't really feel like spicy hot pot. It's more like white face style soup with peppers and chili oil.
Uh-oh.
I can't quite put my finger on it, but it just tastes different from what I had at Simmer before.
Sorry, that's on me. I should have paid closer attention when Blaze was making the base. How is that on you? You worked really hard on this, and everything looked so fresh. Thanks, Arya. The dishes we tested didn't have any real issues. But without Blaze's soup base, I feel like that Stephen guy would tear us apart anyway. I'll go talk to Pan Shufu again and see how we can improve it.
That's just a gotcha issue. Every game I see, just don't want to explore much after the character sale ended. Except probably Nikkei, they just need to make the game altogether and make a standalone game. That's fair, right? And that's part of the marketing. Like, you don't, there's no point in marketing, like selling you players on the character after their banner ends, right? I get that. Hey everyone, I was just going over things with Master Pan, and while I was at it, double checked our ingredients. Turns out I might have missed some stuff for the desserts. Especially the brown sugar rice cake on the special menus. Only Blaze knew how to make them. Huh? Brown sugar rice cakes? Yeah, I could make that. Only problem is we're fresh out of the glutinous rice. And if you want it to taste good, you need top quality stuff. At this hour? Where am I supposed to find quality glutinous rice? Glutinous or gluttonous? Wait, glutinous rice? I might know where to find some. Manager, you got time to come with me. Sorry, manager, you got time to come with me? We're about to open soon, so Nango and Master Pan can hold down the fort and keep tweaking the base sauce. You got it. Don't worry. If I can't nail this soup base, I ain't leaving the kitchen today. All right, let's roll. Why are these three standing here?
Where are we supposed to find sticky rice?
Beef salt tender, how's it coming down with the other dishes on your end? Everything perfectly arranged, drinks, desserts, some chill background tunes are all set. We got Lucy, we got a real showdown from why did we get the Caledon crew? They could have helped us out. They did set up a restaurant. We did do this before. It's kind of funny.
This way. Are we going to Lumina Galleria?
The sticky rice sold at the mall is pretty average. Come with me. I've had the best sticky rice drink just up ahead.
Are we going? Oh no, we're going to Richard T. Milk. No.
Rice drink.
This is not good. This is not good, Suda. No. It's no. Why is no, not Coco? This is the place. Hope they still got some left. Oh no. Oh, I cannot do Coco's voice. I can't do this voice. Here, what can I do for you? I can't do that. I'm not doing that.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Got any glutinous rice?
Glutinous rice.
Let me ask, manager. Miss Coco, do you still have any of that bouncy, milky, softy, and sticky gooey in stock? What the heck?
Oh, you mean bouncy, milky, softy, and sticky gooey?
What?
Which drink are you putting this topping in? I totally recommend the Yum Yum mint tea milk.
No, that's not it. The hot pot place needs to make some sticky rice cakes. They just gotta be bouncy, milky, soft, and sticky gooey.
Oh, so you're gonna use bouncy, milky, soft, and sticky gooey glutinous rice to make some rice cakes, huh?
Oh. That refers to the glutinous rice. I'm gonna speak normally. I can't do this anymore. I can hook you up with some steamed glutinous rice, but I've got some customers to handle. If you want to pound the rice cakes, you're gonna have to do it yourselves. But you should be able to find what you need at Lumina Galleria. Go check it out. Lumina Park. Got it. You bought a stone mortar and a wooden mallet from Lumina Galleria to try making rice cake. But after barely a dozen strikes, you're already out of breath. Oh man. We need someone to help us. Bonnie or Bonnie or Zhao. Come on. Bunny, you can make this.
I realized pounding rice cakes could be this exhausting. It's harder than smashing ethereals in a hollow.
Ask about Suna's
condition. Okay, Suna?
I'm fine, but Bubblegum is wiped out and needs to get back into the pet device for a nap. Manager, do we really have what it takes to pound all this rice cake?
I want to listen to that again.
Manager, do we really have what it takes to pound all this rice cake?
That sounds like Banyue. Just as worry begins to set in, the sound of a powerful footsteps approaches from behind, followed by a greeting bursting with strength. It's Banyue or Monato. Oh, nope.
Proxy, that chubby panda Shifu said you guys need some help.
I should have remembered. They were in the story. Duh.
President, you can't call a bear Thyron chubby. You'll hurt his feelings.
All right. I heard you guys talking. You wanted to pound rice cakes or something?
Yes! Use your hammer, Kaleda! Use your pillar, Ben!
Yes, thank you. But do you guys know how to pound rice cakes?
Hey! Don't look down on me! I'll show you how it's done right now.
She said the line! Hey, don't look down on me!
Okay, whoever this rice cakes punk is better show their face right now. I'm gonna beat it into the ground!
Kaleda, that's not it.
No, President. Rice cake is a type of snack. You take steamed sticky rice, toss it into a stone mortar, and pound it with a wooden mallet until it's completely smooth.
Oh, that sounds even simpler! It's basically what a damping rammer does.
Anton would be in on this. He's like, yeah, I got the drill attached to my hand.
Huh?
He has pile driver attacks.
Yeah,
he could do it.
Making rice cakes is steaming the sticky rice and pounding it like crazy. And tamping earth is just like leveling the dirt and pounding it like crazy. It's basically the same thing.
It's completely different.
Hey, don't sweat it. Leave the professional stuff to the pros. You can count on us, Proxy.
Kaleda's not stupid, she's just inexperienced. Anton and Kaleda take the wooden mallets and start pounding the sticky rice with fiery enthusiasm.
Ha! Critical hit!
Oh, he crit! Good!
Hey, take this!
Come on, bro! Let's do this together!
I'm gonna pound you into the pavement!
Remind Kaleda.
Pavement? Kaleda, we're making brown sugar rice cakes here.
Oh, sorry. In that case, I'm gonna hammer you into the brown sugar pavement!
Okay. Yeah, what's the next Thyron we're gonna get in Season 3? D-Stars, that's a great question. After a furious round of pounding, the sticky rice cakes are finally done. You sneak a bite. It's insanely chewy. It feels like it endured an unforgettable beating to achieve such a texture. You hurry back to Simmer Hot Pot with the rice cakes since they will still need to be deep fried to set their shape before they're ready. A British Thyron. I don't think like being British makes you a Thyron. He looks mad weird. Kalena, you can't say that about someone looking mad. I mean, to be fair, he does look pretty weird. Gridlock, let's place infamous own nasty temper. You call this a grand reopening? Director, our stream just broke a new viewer's record, whatever. A Bang Boo Thyron, like the playable Bang Boo. That could happen. They can make a Bang Boo agent. That would be the A rank.
You're reopening without the restaurant owner? What a joke. You're not going to try to fool me with some trash cooking again, are you? That would be so inelegant.
You can save the sarcasm. Our perfect ingredients and soup base will make customers fall in love with Simmer all over again.
Yeah, you tell him.
Nangong, but the soup base we made isn't the same as Blaze's recipe.
Yeah, it's better.
I know. Our Aunt Suna already went out to look for her, but the nearby blocks are jammed with traffic.
Oh no.
Unless some flying void hunter can bring her over.
It's gonna happen. Hi, Yishuan. Hi, Yeshunguang. Before she could finish her sentence, the wail of a siren cuts through the air, followed immediately by the screech of tires. A motorcycle comes rushing straight up to the restaurant entrance. Well, never mind that.
Hey! Anyone here? Which one of you lost a store owner? I'm bringing her back. If no one's claiming her, I'm taking her with me.
Please, you're back!
Yeah. Everyone, what's up? This lady was about to burst into tears looking at the traffic, but luckily I was there. I borrowed a portable siren from the precinct and saved the day.
Are you allowed to do that, Cissia?
Oh, those idiot drivers blocking the road scattered out of the way just like that.
I'm sorry. I was stuck at home all day yesterday working on the soup base. I couldn't decide on the salt level, and my taste buds were failing me, so I ended up making 10 different batches with varying amounts of salt. I was so exhausted, I ended up passing out. When I finally woke up, all the roads to the restaurant were completely blocked off.
Miss Specialist, what are you doing here? According to public security regulations, borrowing a portable siren requires filling out a request form in advance, and, why are there so many people here? And what's with the cameras?
Seth, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Huh? Oh, Commissioner's baby bro. Don't tell me you're camera shy.
Come on, Miss Specialist. We have to go now. If we don't get back soon, Miss Jane is gonna get angry.
Seth leads the hot pot restaurant with Cissia, while Blaze takes his soup base into the kitchen. After a quick taste test, she finally finds the flavor she has been looking for. One by one, everyone brings the dishes to the table according to Steven's order. As the soup base begins to boil, the final showdown is about to kick off.
Gotta say, I'm getting excited. Ooh, let me have a taste. I want to see just how good this unbeatable hot pot of yours really is.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry just watching this. You ready? It's do or die. Everything's riding on this. Yeah, let's go.
Give it a try. We worked hard on it.
Come on, no, they're going away. That's fine. None of these are very good. Ah, I did that too soon. There we go.
Well balanced.
2 rare food cards. I'll do Tasty Boo Burger because I think we want more of this. This definitely does not feel like the optimal rotation for this stuff, but it's what we got. What? I totally clicked on that one. That's cheap.
Well balanced.
One legendary food card. I want bigger ladle, please. Ooh, mushrooms. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I thought I got 5 with that one. It's unfortunate. That's fine. Goodbye, lettuce. You will not be missed. There we go. That's a big chunk. Oh, that was not a big chunk. There we go. And this one, we see if this one goes over to a bigger group, we can snag this one. That's good enough. Hey, that's what we like to see. Let's go.
How scrumptious.
Ooh, move closer, please. Yes. Ooh, luncheon meat. Is that spam? Are we putting spam in this? Because I'll eat spam. I don't have a problem with spam. Some people like really hate spam. I understand that. I'm not that kind of person. I think spam's all right. It depends on how you prepare it, of course. Now, obviously, spam has like a negative connotation in like American culture. It's like, oh, it's the cheap, dirty stuff or something. I don't know, but like it's a exotic. It's considered part of high class cuisine. Maybe not high class, but desired cuisine in other countries. It's pretty cool. Hawaii and South Korea really like spam. It's actually pretty interesting. It's a lot of it is post World War II, where it's like we shipped in a bunch of either army guys living on the base, and it became like a thing people wanted. Like, part of their rations were spam. People wanted it. Do I want to replace any of these? Not really. I guess I'll replace one of the noodles. Delicacy. Thank you for that. This is easy. It's too easy. Ah, that's what we like to see. Big numbers.
How scrumptious.
Looks like it was a huge success.
Switching from frozen meat to fresh really changes things. It's a lot sweeter now. One bite and it's like I'm on the grassland, reins in hand.
Oh? Didn't expect such a good review. I thought you'd force a bad score.
Of course, standards matter. Chew it slowly and the chili and spice fade. Then the beef fat starts to bloom. That's when the heat kicks in. But it's gentle, not harsh. Warm, comforting. I didn't expect to taste something like my hometown soup here. The aftertaste keeps building. Did you add fermented rice wine? Ha! Smart, very smart. You really put thought into this soup base.
Obviously.
Not just yet, young lady. Let me try the seafood here. Knife work solid. The coral grouper slices and pearly clam. Perfect thickness. Tender, but they still soak up the flavor. So fresh and sweet. It's like I'm lying at that boat-shaped drink stand at Fantasy Resort and LeBlanc just handed me a sea salt soda. Sunset, ocean breeze.
All thanks to Ben for sourcing the seafood, and Senior Yinhu for his incredible knife skills.
And did a lot of the work here.
Too. Lively little things, bouncing around in my mouth like those mischievous blast crawlers in the hollow.
What kind of weird metaphor is that?
And finally, dessert. This rice cake. Wow! So chewy. Sticky rice, pounded again and again until it's super springy. Feels like a 6'3" strongman punching my gums.
That's oddly
Yeah, that's really specific.
So this is what a real food critic is like.
Wait. I swear I can hear him yelling while pounding the rice. Come on, bro! Together!
Oh.
That's ridiculous. You can actually taste that?
Anton 6'3"?
Romantic. Truly romantic. What a romantic meal.
Hold on, is Anton really 6'3"? I haven't checked this. Where would it be in? It would be in... Not here. Would it be partners? That's right. 190, that's centimeters. That's not 6'3". That's also not Ben. Ben's not 6'3". Oh my gosh, it is 6'3". What the heck? It's Pen or Ban. Well, Pen or Ban. What am I talking about? Anton or Ben. Because 190 is like, technically it's 6'2". Or no, it's, hold on. Yeah, 190 is basically 6'3". That's neat. I'm about the same height as Anton then. That's cool. I just want to double check that. Oh, I can't like go back there.
Perfection. Absolute perfection.
You need to stop slurping in the mic, dude.
Base, the springy beef, the fresh and tender seafood, and the robust rice cakes. Even the dining atmosphere is flawless. Although we're outside, the background music is chilling enough to freeze your heart. It just makes you want even more hot pot. These wonderful feelings remind me of the old days with Meister.
Really? Flashbacks again.
Meister might have been a young lady, but she was more sensible than most adults.
Wait a minute. So your Meister was a lady?
My favorite thing to do was petting her whiskers while we savored delicious food together.
Why would a young lady have whiskers?
Hey, Belle, you can't say that. What's wrong with having whiskers? Girls can have whiskers. Maybe most girls don't want to have whiskers.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, it was an afternoon.
It's just his pet. It's his pet. Absolutely, it's his pet cat.
My foodie account was just starting to take off, so I brought her to the newly opened Simmer Hot Pot.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, sir, but
Yep.
pets aren't allowed inside the restaurant, including the dining area.
Wait, hold up. So Meister was your pet?
Who's this kid that keeps interrupting me? Can you not?
Sorry. It's just, that's a lot of information to process.
I hope you understand. For hygiene reasons.
All right. Can we get an order of brown sugar rice cakes to go? We're gonna check out that alley over there and come back for it in a bit.
Sure thing. Thank you for understanding. Sir, wait! I sprayed disinfectant in that alley, sir!
Meister? What happened, Meister? You're scaring me! My super duper cute little mousy! My precious little Meister!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so Meister, like Meister.
None of your business! My little squeaker loved that punny name.
That's what it is. Oh my gosh. This is peak. Why isn't this in the main story?
So, to avenge Meister, I'm still gonna give you a bad review. Even if it goes against my principles of honest reviewing, even if my heart has to endure the torment of infernal death.
Okay, all right. I accept your bad review.
You can beg me. You can blame me. I understand. Wow, whoa, hold on. Your cooking is amazing and you're not even gonna fight for it? It's not set in stone yet. What if you actually convince me?
I was actually planning on giving up cooking myself. The truth is, a few months ago, I started losing my sense of taste as a side effect of taking Chloroclean to fight corruption. I used to believe chasing flavor mattered more than life itself. But I ended up neglecting the friends who've been walking beside me all this time. Please. I used to think that only people who knew how to cook could find the best ingredients. But it turns out that's not the case. The herbs in the soup base might be from an old Bangbu in Waifei Peninsula. An intelligent construct dreaming of becoming an action star can pound out chewy meatballs. The seafood might come from a reliable bear thyron angler at Port Elpis. And even the dining music might be sourced from the storeroom of some live house. In the future, I want to meet more people, taste more stories. Even if I've lost my sense of taste, I can still savor the sizzling passion we share as friends who love food.
Perfect! It's so touching. This friendship is like petals drifting onto a meadow in early spring.
Is it?
It was the spring of 4 years ago. She and I were strolling through the park in Throne Quarter.
What?
Can we skip the flashbacks?
Sorry, but I take back what I said before. My review of the reopened Simmer Hot Pot is perfect. Not just for your delicious soup base or the touching friendship, but for your professionalism in chasing flavor, even if it means losing your sense of taste.
Woo! We got it!
Full well that spicy, sweet, and greasy food will react with your meds, cause side effects, or even make you lose your sense of taste. But you just love Hot Pot too much to care.
Huh? What do you mean about the side effects of spicy food?
Wait, what?
Huh? You guys didn't know? This medicine is kind of weird. Taken normally, there are no side effects. But if you eat spicy food before or after taking it, you'll lose your sense of taste.
Oh my gosh. That's it?
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, eating greasy food can make you lose your mind. You start talking crazy, agreeing to things without thinking.
I understand now. No wonder Blaze agreed to such an unfair challenge on TV.
Eating sweets can also make you irritable.
I knew it! How could such a cute little lady have such a bad temper?
The way he said that line.
I knew it!
She had this
super way before she started taking her meds. That's enough! My head is a mess right now.
Huh? Wait, seriously? You guys didn't know? Don't you read the instructions before taking medicine?
Yeah, that's fair. Like, you should read the side effects of stuff.
Oh, come on! I've just been really busy. Please. You... Don't look at me like that. I've always given the medicine straight to you. I didn't look either.
Fantastic. Why was this not the main story? It's bringing in all our old pals from across the series. It wraps a nice bow around stuff. This should have been 2.5. After everything is settled, Steven leaves the hot pot shop, alone and forlorn. Blaze, on the other hand, happily announces the reopening of Simmer, and among those watching, there are a couple of familiar faces. Simmer's back in business. Everyone, I really truly appreciate all the help you've given me these past few days. Nongong just filled me in on what went down after I left. Without you guys, Simmer would have had to shut its doors for good. No biggie. Just remember to read the label before popping pills next time. Yeah, don't pop pills. Probably not healthy. Please, don't bring that up again. So to show my appreciation, for the whole first month after we reopen, everyone gets free hot pot on the house. A whole month, or just for this group. Y'all are more than welcome to try our brand new upgraded signature spicy hot pot. It's what we all work together to make happen. All work together to make happen. I helped her test out the flavor little by little, you know. It's super delicious. Sweet, more yummy food. Huh? This soup base doesn't have a chimney or peanut butter. I totally ditched work too. Officer Julian and Seth are gonna swing by and show some support later. And lastly, I want to thank Nongong again, and Wise and Belle. Thanks for always believing in me, believing in Summer. All right, enough with the sappy stuff. Hurry up and bring out the food. I'm starving over here. Yeah, great reopening. Woo! Let's go. Group picture. We'll get Billy over here, and we'll try this angle. Perfect. There we go. That's a thumbnail right there. Making thumbnails is easy, guys. Grab some hot pot. Let's go. Seaweed and bamboo fungus. Interesting.
It looks good. Let's give it a try.
I'll go back to the chicken feet, I guess. Why not? I've never had chicken feet before. I don't know if I would like it. Oh, I got them too soon. That's my fault. Totally forgot we're supposed to let them marinate. Because they take a while longer. Because I just saw the circles happen. I thought, oh, they're all done now. Like, that's not how that works, unfortunately. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's fine. We'll end it now.
Well balanced.
Scoop one rare food card. More chicken feet, please. There we go. See if I can nab this one. It's drifting over. No. I want to get 4 here. There we go. My highest score? I have no clue.
Spoonful of this? Unbelievable. How scrumptious.
Scooping all move together. Mox cards. I'll do the premium one. We'll do more crispy pork. Why not? I'm sure there's like a meta that's developed of like what's the best strategy.
Spoonful of this? Unbelievable.
What to toss? I guess a crispy pork. Slow down.
One spoonful of this? Unbelievable. One spoonful.
Oh, I thought I
of
got
this?
more of that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I missed one down here. That's fine. Woo, big numbers.
Well balanced.
Bigger later, let's go. I don't think I want to change any of this then. Never mind. Ah. Let's go. We got this. Ah, I missed it. No. It's fine. We're not resetting. I'm not going to reset this. There we go. That's what we like to see. Now we can get rid of the crispy pork.
One spoonful of this? Unbelievable. Well balanced.
That was a huge success, manager.
I've never had chicken feet before, so I'm just... Oh, they even got a cinematic for this?
In a way,
that's
critics
cool.
Can easily think too highly of themselves. We place ourselves above others, passing judgment on all dishes. It's easy to overlook the stories behind the food. The chef's ingenuity, the diner's words of praise, the love and care of family,
Eat your veggies. No.
and the quiet understanding shared between friends. It's precisely these stories that weave together this epic poem of life, day by day, season by season.
Come on, let's have a toast.
Well, everyone is gathered together on the Riverside Trail not too far from Simmer.
Who would have thought, after all this time, I still couldn't avenge you, Meister?
It's not about letting go of my memories with you. Maybe I just want to let myself off the hook and leave all these grudges behind. After all, You always taught me to go explore new flavors and experience a new life. It's a shame that I won't get the chance to experience it with you.
Aw.
Huh? Wait a moment.
What is this?
Oh, that's Cissia. I can't believe this. How did investigating stolen cargo lead her to a hot pot restaurant? Oh, seriously.
What is this?
Severian, oh Severian. When are you gonna stop giving me these babysitting jobs?
Don't tell me.
Oh my gosh.
Fur color, eye color, it all matches. Even the little nick in the ear is exactly the same place.
Is this the lore for Jane? There's no way.
Heavens above, have you truly answered my prayers? Did you really let my precious little Meister reincarnate as a rat thyron?
This is peak writing. I don't know what else to tell you. This is the best you'll ever get. Why is this the best story we're getting for the game? Why are the writers putting all their efforts into this stupid side story? I don't get it.
Excuse me? I've had my eye on you for a while now. Mind your manners, or else.
Shh, it's okay, little mousy. It's totally normal for past life memories to be hazy. Take your time, you'll remember eventually. I just wanted to treat you to some hot pot. No. Ouch! Ah! Wait! Stop!
About 10 minutes later.
Don't go! Meister! Meister! How am I supposed to live without you? Meister, take me with you! Meister!
This guy's so weird. Why is he handcuffed to the railing, kneeling on the ground and crying?
Don't be rude now, Sweet Pea.
Is this some kind of performance art? Well, this guy's always been a weirdo, though. Whatever. Time to get back to the construction site.
Yeah, we've been out of work for ages because we ran out of rocks.
How?
Now that we've had a hearty meal, let's make some serious noise!
After returning home and resting for a while, Steven adheres to his promise and publicly announces his retirement from being a food critic, instead investing in Blaze's hot pot shop. Woo! Having heard Blaze's words that day, he says he also wants to try creating something delicious with friends. Yeah, Zenless has really good short stories. Like, the writers at Hoyo are good. Like, they can actually write good stories. But for some reason, it's not for some reason, I know what the reason is. For reasons that are gacha related, the scheduling reasons, they're not allowed to have time to actually make good stories. Because season 1, all that stuff was pretty solid. At worst, things were just okay. At worst, season 1 was just like, it's okay. It's not really, not bad. It's not bad, but it's like, it's not really good. In season 2, it's like, ugh, oh my gosh. There's a lot of pacing issues in season 2. It just screams that they aren't given time to do them properly. And hopefully, with the new format they said they're doing, it's like, oh my gosh, we'll actually be able to pace our story now. Thank God. For some reason, Steven willingly offers to pay for all rat thyrians who eat there. Huh? This promotional event also helps boost Simmer's popularity.
Our signature spicy pot is brand new on the menu. Come give it a try.
Okay.
Hope this piping hot treat
Oh.
brings a spark to your day.
We have unlocked more stuff. Someone asked earlier, what's my highest score been? 49,000 from this one. Let's get all our W engine stuff that we're never going to use because this one's not very good. It's just not very good. What do you want me to say? It's okay, but like, if you're using a fossilized core, fossilized bone, I forgot what it was. After activating an assist follow-up, the equipper's daze inflicted on the target increases by X amount and damage increases by this % for 30 seconds. This is actually okay on like Lycon. Like if you have Lycon, it's fine because his new potential unlock is a buffed up assist follow-up. But like, it's fine. It's not bad. Oh, I also have to do this. The exotic taste. Ooh, I gotta do all. Not that I have to. I can do all of this too. That's cool. Or not exotic, exquisite taste. I'll probably do this on my own time. It's getting late. I gotta go to bed. See ya. Guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will make some of those things into videos if I can. It depends on if I have time to edit them. I should. It just depends on how some things work out. So before y'all leave, I want to see if I can send y'all somewhere to share the love. Spread the love around, you know? I don't see anyone that I know personally. So then I'll probably just stop it there. So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you'll have a great night. See you soon. Thanks for joining me again. I'll definitely, before we leave, I'll definitely stream on, I definitely want to stream on Friday. It just depends on if I can do the live stream because I also have to take care of my grandma. And like, she just needs help going early morning, late night. Not that she just needs help then, but especially early morning, late night. Those are like the prime times to help her because that's when she needs the most help immediately. That's it. Good night. Goodbye, chat.